Gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pastor Grave. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy, gang! What is going on, everybody? Happy Gravy Day to some of you that may have not have had the happiest of weeks. It is Past Gravy, episode 573 with Alex, Pat, and Bobby Jokes, and we are coming to you live. Not live if you're listening to this later, but live right now as we're recording this from Robert's house, the Barbosa Casa.
Hello.
Thank you for hosting us today, buddy.
It's the first time you guys are here.
Yeah. You and Sam gave me the tour. I got to see the whole place. I feel like I've seen it all because I follow Sam on Instagram, and then you podcast with us for hours every week. Mm-hmm. But it was weird being like, I felt like I was a fanboy. Like, I've seen that piece of art. I've seen that rug. Now I'm here.
Yeah, I felt a little nervous and like excited to have you guys over.
You have like a sleepover with your friends finally?
Yeah.
I was honestly shocked he let me have his address.
I did not expect him. So we're recording this because Pat and I don't have power. Robert is awesome and was like, hey, well, you can do it here. We were going to go do it at my office. My office is not being cool right now, and the internet doesn't work there. It is the station that's supposed to be able to stay on air no matter what if there's a hurricane and provide you news, which means they should be able to get the news. But they can't get the internet there consistently, so that seems like a problem.
It's not great.
But Robert was like, well, we can just do it at my house. And so we took that. And I didn't think he was going to let Pat inside. I thought Pat was going to have to like be standing outside. We were just going to have a camera on you.
Just
You're
a
in
window.
the driveway. He's like, nah, just do it from can you do it from the driveway? Just stand there.
Yeah.
Okay. You're set up in your car doing it. But yeah, thank you, Robert. And thank you, Sam, for letting us hang out here. We will not be cussing on this podcast this week because of them. They have no cursing rule.
I can't promise. I'll try.
We're not drinking on this. And then what are your other household rules that you gave us? No stepping on the floors. That was a weird one.
Yeah, no stepping on the floors.
I already broke that.
The floor is lava.
Damn it.
I like
All
to
right.
crawl, though. It's fun. I got a big cushion.
You're just going feet, stomach first. I was trying to handstand all the way in. And
Well, I
not
was doing it
great
like
at
a worm, just scrunching up my body and then laying out flat. It's good exercise.
Yeah, there's been a hurricane that we made fun of. Hand up.
Stupid
We made fun
Beryl.
of it. We said it wasn't going to do anything, and then it changed course and really hit Houston bad. I do have an idea, though, for future hurricanes.
Mm-hmm.
This is our idea segment. Just throwing it out there. I know that Donnie Trump tried to ask his guy if we could just nuke the hurricane. Again, it's never been done, but let's not rule that out until it's been tried. What was the project, the Manhattan Project?
Mm-hmm.
They were testing out the atom bomb in the desert. What's in the ocean? Fish? Millions of fish. Billions of fish even. Just drop one in like a hurricane. Just see if it does anything. If it doesn't, okay, now we know.
As long as it's not a nuke. Like,
As
we
long
can
as it's not
blow
a
up
nuke.
fish. We don't want to make the water nuclear.
Just a bomb.
Yeah. A big bomb.
We've got a big flamethrower and like combat that. Actually, no, water beats fire.
Yeah.
Pokemon taught us that.
God, come on, stupid. Get it together.
We'd have to get like a vine, just like a giant Bulbasaur over there because vine, like plant Pokemon beat water Pokemon. So just a big Bulbasaur you put over the hurricane and you just drop that bad boy down there. Teach Bulbasaur how to swim. A Blastoise maybe.
What if we got
No,
is there
that's
such
wet.
thing as an
Venusaur?
ice flamethrower? Like it just shoots cold?
Articuno? Doesn't always have to be Pokemon.
No, I mean
probably,
like
but-
real, not a Pokemon. Well, actually, those cans of like compressed air that you clean off like keyboards with.
that you can put upside
It's
down.
cold air.
Those are
Dude,
cool.
if we got a really big one of those and pointed at the hurricane, it would freeze and then just drop in the water.
Right? It's
Why
just
haven't we done that?
It's
Did I just
done.
solve
And then it's
hurricanes?
ice. And then guess what? Global warming. See ya. Because now the water is colder, which makes temperatures go down, and then the water probably lowers, which is good.
We'll just have to warn like all the alcoholic ship captains,
Right.
Because we're making big icebergs now.
Oh yeah, bad time to go on a cruise.
I'm not a cruise guy anyway.
I'm not really any.
I always thought I would be, but every time I see videos of cruises now, I'm like, a lot of people.
I went on some cruises as a kid with family, and it was fun every single time. When you're a kid, you go to like the kids club, so you go hang out, and you're like, oh, there's this kid, he lives in Florida, and now I have his aim, and now we can talk. And you talk for like a week after the cruise, and you're like, look, this is my good friend that I met on the cruise. We're gonna be best friends, and you never talk to him ever again. That's kind of how it went. I've never gone as an adult, but the idea of a cruise sounds fun to me. The like booking it, scheduling it, doing all of that doesn't sound as much fun. Robert did go on a cruise recently and loved it.
Yeah, it was a work cruise, so it was that contributed
best
to
part of
yeah
it, huh?
that it was paid. Yeah, I didn't have to pay for it. It was a Disney cruise.
So you didn't get like there was not anybody getting too crazy on a Disney cruise. Right?
No, not too crazy. No, we went to like the little private island that Disney owns because they own a private island.
Yeah.
And the best part of that was that there was an adults only section.
Nice.
That's where we got to go.
So it got a little dirty, you know what I'm saying? Like a topless beach. Is that what we're talking about?
I'm not gonna confirm or deny, but you know.
Good. A gentleman really wouldn't. Cruises though, I would like. We should do a Pass the Gravy cruise. I know we're never going to do it, but that would be fun if we were like, hey,
That would be sick.
we're going this week on this one. If you want to go, book it. If you don't, don't.
I want to go on a cruise, but it only has like 20 to 40 people on it, which I think is just a yacht.
I would like to know somebody with a yacht. That's pretty much, I think,
Yeah.
what you're getting at. And that
No,
would
like
be
I
cool
want the
too.
whole cruise experience. I just don't want there to be a lot of people there.
Like, I just want somebody that I know that is really cool with me and that has a yacht and that is also cool with me bringing like 18 of my friends on that yacht and none of their friends.
I don't know if I have 18 friends.
But like people that we like Gravy Gang.
I a
Gravy
couple
Gang.
randoms in
They're
there.
all, Gravy Gang's all our friends.
That's true.
Gravy Gang's all our friends.
I got a lot of friends.
Yeah, we got a bunch of friends.
Bro, I'm finally popular.
You are. You're waiting your whole life for this, buddy, and you did it.
I don't think I can handle the power.
No,
No, it's too much responsibility.
don't listen to anything Pat says, guys. He's gonna tell you.
That's
guys to do
just
weird
good advice at all times. Don't listen
That's
to things
true.
I say.
stuff. That is very true. My idea though for the hurricane, we could just put like a dome over the hurricane. Like I know, like my first initial idea was put a dome over wherever the hurricane's gonna hit, and then like, oh, but it might blow away. Just put those little tent posts in, and then you know, hit those into the ground. That's not like they keep tents from blowing away all the time. They're gonna keep the hurricane from blowing the tent or the dome away. But then I got to thinking, like, okay, maybe not put a dome over the city because like the hurricane could move. What if we just found the hurricane, got a hurricane-sized dome and just dropped it on that bad boy? The hurricane's just all like going crazy inside it, but then it gets all tuckered out because it's not going anywhere. And it just goes like that. Or if it even carries the dome, then it just throws one big dome and that's it. Instead of like all this wind and stuff hitting us, it's just like, oh no, a dome ran into us. And that's it.
Or what if we got a massive dreidel?
All right. I'm here for it.
And when we start spinning it the opposite direction that the hurricane's going,
Uh-huh.
helicopter drop it right in the
I
middle.
love that.
And then, you know, we're also promoting Jewish unity, which is good.
Well,
We can even write some Palestinian symbols on it too. That'll be the unifying part of it.
yeah, we had to do Palestinian and
Yeah.
Jewish.
I wonder if there's like a Palestinian equivalent of the dreidel. I don't think so.
No.
It'd be sick though.
Yeah, if they have one, we would definitely use that too.
I'm trying to think of what it would look like.
And they would have a Palestinian helicopter and a Jewish helicopter flying together with the dome to drop.
Yeah,
it
because it's
over.
going to take 2 helicopters to drop this
Right.
massive.
Harmony, unity. And then dome goes down there. Boom, done. Also, I think maybe before we do that, we ice it with your ice idea.
Mm-hmm.
Then global warming's fixed. We fixed the peace in the Middle East. That's fixed. And then hurricanes also fixed. We just solved all of the problems in the world pretty much.
If only people would listen to me.
Like, this is the greatest podcast ever. If you are not learning all of your information from Pass the Gravy, I don't know what you're doing.
Or if we just tell them to take all of their jets and fly the counterclockwise around the hurricane.
How does that, like, why don't we try
I don't
things?
understand why that doesn't work.
We've had hurricanes forever, and they don't experiment enough. Yeah, just what if we got all of our Boeings, which are obviously going to fly great. They just got to bail out, so, like, they're great. Just get all those. Prove that those are good to fly. Fly them over some hurricanes the reverse way. Or send the hurricane to Australia. It would flip it off, you know? Like, it would throw it away. Because you know how you flush toilets go the wrong way? Like, if we could just launch a hurricane to Australia, it'd be like, I don't know what to do, and it just stops.
I wonder, has a hurricane ever hit a typhoon, like right at the equator?
That would be bad.
And it was just like spinning top, or would they just bounce off each other like spinning tops and then they dissipate?
Or would they become a super typhoonado.
Yeah, I think the world would probably just end at that point.
It's like just don't like whatever Jupiter has happening. You know that storm. Like
That
that's
big-ass
what's
storm.
a hurricane and a typhoon at the same
Can I say
time.
ass? Is that cussing?
Is that cussing? Bottom, behind.
I'll allow it. But that's your warning. Otherwise,
Okay.
From the outside.
Just bleep that. Just bleep that
Actually, I caught myself already too. I was gonna say Hurricane Beryl, more like Beryl, and then the S word. But I was like, oh, okay, I
Yeah.
stopped myself.
It's Beryl laughs is what it is.
No, it's not because it's not fun.
No, but this is what this podcast.
It's really
is.
hot in my house.
This podcast is a Beryl laughs. Yeah, it's
Write
hot.
it down. Beryl of laughs.
Is that the name of it? Okay.
Got it already.
All right. There's our episode.
Yeah, there's our episode. Later, guys. Just cut it right there.
No, I was gonna say, and I was telling Robert and Sam earlier. I was like, I felt so like during Harvey happened, it was so bad, and I was like, I had power in it. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And then like I was like, it wasn't that bad, and like other stuff happened, and I was like, we lost power for a little bit. It was fine. It came back. I was like, it's not that bad. And now I'm like, hurricanes need to stop. We got to figure out how to stop hurricanes because now I haven't had power
so early
or
in the season.
internet for like 2 days now. And we're only on B. Hurricane Charizard's next. We just went through the hurricane names for this season last week. Can you imagine?
Yeah, but then if we figure out the ice flamethrower
Ice
by then,
flamethrower.
we'll be able to stop it.
But
Oh,
then-
no,
are
fire
they-
melts ice.
Are they going to listen to us?
We'll need a giant super soaker.
Giant super soaker. All right. Robert, can you Google what the biggest super soaker you can find is?
I managed it's pretty big.
Yeah. Like, do you think it's hurricane size big? I hope so. It's got to be. You know the super soaker that had like the 3-banger on it?
Oh,
So you'd be
yeah.
like, oh, I'm scrubbing of it. Side. Now I got you on the side too. That was cool. That was really cool.
I never had that one though. I always wanted it. I had a friend who had it. You ever turn it sideways, like kill
Yeah.
shot, and then you're just hitting them like face, body, and like knees?
Get it all.
dude.
7 feet long.
7 feet. That's not going to do a hurricane.
We'll get NASA on it.
NASA.
They seem to be able to build some pretty cool stuff.
How long is a space shuttle? Make it space shuttle length.
I still don't think that's big enough.
But then you also had the kid that kind of had to cheat because if you were playing Super Soaker in the pool, they had the one with the hose that would just go there so like they never ran
never
out.
even saw that.
You didn't see that, dude. That was definitely like an
They must
attachment.
have only had that in Atlanta.
That there was an attachment they'd put there, and then it would just like constantly have water. So if you're playing in the pool, it was like that. You didn't get out of the pool. So we would make rules that you had to not be in the pool.
I used to like dunk the pool noodle
was
that
like
had the
fishing
hole in the
in
middle,
water.
and then just like use that as like a blow dart.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. Every dad hates that when their kid finds that out. I bet. Like I can't. Like, I
Oh,
know
my dad
Elle
didn't
will figure
care.
that out, and I'm like, God damn.
Because my dad, like, if it ever came to it, he would just grab a pool noodle and whack the. I almost did it again. He just whacked me with it. I cuss a lot. I'm starting to notice I cuss a lot, guys. I think I might
Yeah.
have a problem.
I do too.
I'm addicted.
I just feel like F bombs and with like just
All
I
the
don't
time.
effing know.
But I am able to turn it off at work, and so are you,
Yeah.
which is good. But I have to
And
yell.
at Robert's house.
I yell at the servers all the time because they'll just be walking through and F this, F that. I'm like, here's a table 4 feet away from you. Maybe stop cussing in front of the guests.
That would not
Let's
fly.
let's try that one.
John Taffer would have a field day.
Oh no, he would hate.
But if you were on an episode, the Bear would actually be the best kitchen you've ever worked in. Or the worst. Best, like,
That is
best
true.
kitchen
I guess
quality
we're,
wise,
that's what it is. We're fine dining.
mental health wise, not the best. Because that's all I've learned is that if you ever eat at a very nice restaurant, everybody there is just mentally broken.
See, they're mentally broken in a sad way. Most people that work in restaurants are mentally broken, but it's in a fun way.
In a fun way.
Yeah. Like, we have some fun with it.
I don't think I'm that kind of mentally broken.
Yeah. I've been in a restaurant for 10 years. I'm just broken.
Do you think you'd ever do other stuff besides restaurant, or are you just kind of that's the game now?
See, here's what it is. Probably not because I don't like change and I'm too lazy to fix anything. So, like, the thought of even filling out an application, I'm like, ugh.
that is
What
like
is that? I don't want to do that.
one of my most terrifying thoughts. Is like if I got let go from my job, I don't have a skill set, and there's not like a lot of people just hiring radio people. So like, well, what do you do? Can you swing a hammer? No, I can't. Can you build things? No.
You
I
ever think
can't.
that you're like 4 bad days away from trying to get your real estate license? Because that's the fallback. If you have no skills, you're just like, I guess I can sell houses. But see, that's the other thing. I can't do that. I could not do sales.
But all you got to do.
I don't know how
think
to
you
push.
get like 10% or 2% if you're a real estate person. They buy the house. Like all you got to do is sell like 3 houses.
No, see, my buddy was in real estate, and he's good at like he used to tell me he'd do like couple thousand cold calls a week. I couldn't do that. I can't just call people. Because especially the second that I'm like, hey, are you interested? No. Okay, bye.
I get beat down.
Bye.
I'm just like,
Sorry,
no, I'm not doing that.
I don't want to bother you.
Yeah, I went to in high school. My parents would always be like, "Get a job in the summer," and they were big on me getting a job. So I would drive around trying to find jobs, and there was like a sign that was like, "Need work? Call this." And I was like, "All right." And it was basically cold calling, but I can't remember what they were selling. It wasn't Cutco, but it was kind of the exact same thing for some other household items. But it was like. Not cutlery, because that's also Cutco. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But I remember going to this like thing that they were like, all right, well, we're gonna do a meeting. Everybody, like it was like church. We're like, all right, well, everybody stand up and talk to the guy next to you. Talk to them, like shake the hand of the person next to you. Like, I don't like this. And there were just like a lot of red flags. And then like he called me out in front of everybody. He's like, well, you're gonna have to cut that hair if you're working for us. And I was like, ha ha ha, yeah. I thought he was kidding. And then I feel like this is a really weird job. And it was just cold calling, but door to door cold calling. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. And so we took a little break for like the food that they were gonna give you, and I just was like, I'm gone. Just left.
Door to door sale.
It wasn't vacuums, it was some other household thing. But it was like your aim was like to get the stay-at-home housewives. Mm-hmm. It's like that's who you get. They're the suckers. And I was like, okay.
Should have been like, well, I'm a feminist, so
I'm not
like
a predator, so no. Not gonna do that, pal.
I don't know if you've seen me, but if I show up to people's houses and they're home alone, it's not going to go well. The police will be called.
Women can kick my ass. So I don't think I'm going to see them as like a threat. They're just going to beat me up. And then I'm going to have to come back and be like, well, how'd you get a black eye? A girl hit me.
It was so hot. I think I really do have problems.
What did you have for the Precome segment?
And this actually goes into what I was just saying about how lazy I am. So when power went out on Monday, I was like, you know what? I might as well clean a little bit. I've had a bunch of boxes that just kind of like sit behind my couch in my living room the entire 12 months that I've lived there. And I was like, well, let me start organizing some stuff today. Found my old Xbox.
Nice.
Found controllers. Found my Roku remote that I was like, that's gone.
What did you use for Roku?
I wasn't using it.
Okay.
It was just sitting in in the podcast studio, but just plugged in with no way to turn it on. It was 6 feet away from me for the last 12 months.
A very big downside for streaming devices. The fact that like a Roku, I know Apple TV, you can get your phone to do it, but I don't know if Roku has that. But the fact that you can't just, okay, turn it on, turn it off, switch, do this. Like you should have the button on the top of the thing too, in case you lose that remote, because they make it the smallest possible size.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it's literally like the size of a webcam.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's horrible. But on the plus side, now that I have that, I'm like, okay, I can finally cancel Xfinity. Because that's what I was using to stream all of my devices, the Xfinity box. And all I watch is the Astros. I don't watch any live TV at all.
So are you still going to be able to stream the Astros?
There are such sites that make these things possible. And here's the frustrating thing. My brother uses one of those sites. Every time he calls me, he's 15 seconds ahead of me. How is my live Astros that I'm legally doing the correct thing to do? It's behind the illegal stream site.
I feel
it
like
doesn't
Sunday
make any
tickets
sense.
that way too. Sunday ticket will be like a minute behind a game that like you'll have Red Zone on another iPad or whatever. And you're like, oh, I'm watching that game. And now I know how that goes.
And that was part of it too. I was like, I need to cancel this. That way in like 2 months, I'll have enough to pay for a Sunday ticket. Which is rapidly approaching.
And they're getting sued, so we're going to get all that money. Right?
Nah, see, that's not going to happen for years, though. They're gonna just keep that in court for 4 years.
They're going to Boeing it.
They're probably going to raise the price every year until then, just to try and squeeze some more money out of us.
To fit our legal bills in, we need you to actually pay $900. And I would be like, okay.
I'm so terrified of them doing
Here's
that.
$900.
Because I liked that I had 3 TVs and 7 games going all at once during football season.
Yeah.
If I have to stream them, I can only do 1 at a time. Maybe 2 at a time on the laptop.
So you have the Red Zone up on one of them.
No, I'm not Red Zone. I've told you, I'm not a Red Zone guy.
You just have to have it so you monitor what's going on, Pat.
I don't. I'm staring at my phone through the entire game. I'm only monitoring my guys.
See that thing. I am too, but like sometimes when you're at a commercial, you want to go look over and see what are the Bengals up to.
I had a great day.
Did the Saints cover?
Well, not a great day yesterday because I still had no power. But my friend was like, "When are you going to renew the league?" And I was like, "It's fantasy football."
I see. I
was so excited. Football season's coming.
I have.
It's like the only thing I have in my life that brings me joy. Not even video games. I just yell at them and yell at my friends every time he hits me with a flashbang grenade.
Baseball hasn't really brought me much joy lately.
I've been doing well. I had a couple bad days, but my big gambling's been doing well. Not even getting joy out of it. That's a problem.
No,
That's
I
a
can't.
very big problem.
I can't gamble because I don't have the ability to gamble without internet or power. And like, if I can't watch the game, I'm not gonna just gamble on it to gamble on it.
I got it. I was able to watch games, the Astros yesterday. I had enough internet to do it, like off of Wi-Fi. I guess data.
Nice. Yeah.
It was going through. But Tuesday, what day is it? Yeah, Monday.
Today's Wednesday.
I had no internet. Couldn't even put a bet in. Couldn't even load a page to see what games were going on. I was losing my mind
That is like, I don't know how pioneers did it.
because they didn't know.
They didn't know.
They had no reference for how good things could be. Nothing was taken away from them. Their life was as good as life had ever been at that point,
Right.
and their lives sucked.
That episode of The Office where they do the trivia at the gay bar and Ryan is on his phone like, no phones. I know you're probably swiping your Grinder account. And Ryan's like, no, I need my phone. Like, you can get it afterwards. And he's like, I need my phone. And he took it and he left. He's like, I have to have my phone. Like, I'm kind of that way now. Like,
Yeah. Oh, I
need
definitely
it.
had that thought. I was like, this is a problem.
Instagram hasn't updated in 40 hours, and I don't know what people are doing. I don't know what people are doing.
That was probably one of the biggest problems yesterday. Is Instagram would pull up and the video would start, but it would only play like 4 seconds, and then I was like a crackhead jonesing for a fix. I was like, I need to see the end of the
I
video.
want to know what happens.
I didn't even care what was going on in the
Yeah.
video, but there was only like 3 of them that would load, and 4 seconds of each one.
Mm-hmm.
I was heartbroken.
And then when I would go to work and when their internet worked, when it did, you just realized that Facebook is the most fun during a storm like this because it's just everybody's mom being like, hey, y'all, is everybody okay? We just checked in on here. Our dogs are all safe. This is safe. Everybody's marking themselves. So they're checking in safe, which I feel like you have to have internet to do that. And if you have internet, you probably have power. So I don't know. But it's funny seeing like the check-ins that everybody does on Facebook. Or can anybody spare a generator? It's like, yeah, I just have 800 generators in my garage right now.
I did enjoy, though, bringing down a lot of people yesterday because it was my birthday yesterday.
It was happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
I wish you a
And
happy
people
birthday.
kept going, happy birthday. How's it going? I was like, I have no power. It's not well. This is not fun.
life.
Like, oh, sorry about that. I was like, I don't really care. I've got whiskey. It's all good.
Well, did you do anything?
Yeah, me and my friend drank an entire bottle of whiskey plus some more.
That's it.
Yeah. I didn't realize how much it was until I got to work today and it like started to like kind of hit me and I was like, whew. Like that was a lot yesterday. That was excessive and a
May
bad
have
idea.
gone too far.
A little bit over, but we
little bit too
weren't
far.
driving. I mean, he drove his golf cart around a little bit.
Golf carts don't count,
They don't.
do they? Can you get a DUI in a golf cart?
Oh, 100% you can.
That's not a real car.
But he was driving around a neighborhood. Like,
Like on a road, you can get a DUI.
yeah, I mean, we were kind of driving around the bayou, but
That's not a road.
yeah, but you're still operating a vehicle. You can.
I'm operating a machine.
He was fine though. This was pretty early into it. We hadn't killed the bottle yet.
You can't get a DUI on a horse, can you?
You totally can.
You're not driving.
It's not a motor vehicle though.
Right. Is it
I
by
bet- I
is
bet
it
you
by
can't-
horsepower?
Here's the thing: if the government can screw you over with it,
They will.
they will. So I'm sure you can. There was the story of some college kid who got a DUI when he was riding on a motorized cooler one time.
That's bullshit.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. Please bleep that out. Please bleep that out.
Alex was the
I
first one
was
to
the
break
that
it. Wasn't
said
me.
my bad. Just bleep that one.
I win.
Yeah, I'm really surprised how long you guys went, honestly.
I was really. I'm sticking to it. Now. I'm sticking to it. This is Robert's house. I apologize. I'll write you an apology letter. I'll do a notes app.
Yeah, I was about to say you got a
Notes app, yeah.
I'll go to notes app.
Yeah,
I'm
you
very
gotta-
sorry that
You got to zed it at me.
I cursed.
No. See, that's the thing. He doesn't send it to you. He just publicly
tweet
posts
it.
it.
Oh, okay.
So people know he's sorry, but you and it doesn't even actually
Never
apologize.
directly say it to you. You get to read it if you read it, but like everyone else knows that. Wow, Alex is really empathetic and sorry. That's now.
No, that's the key. You can't say sorry. You just have to be like, I made things were said. That's not who I am as a
Made it seem
man.
way
It's-
worse than
I
it
don't
was.
think it reflects my character.
That's not who
and
I-
I'll work.
yeah.
work to be better in the future. But at no point do you actually apologize for what you did.
Everybody that knows me knows that I don't use that word, and it just makes it seem like I said like a slur. And like, what did he say? And then everybody has to listen to the podcast to find out. Like he's okay. That's not that bad.
Pat says 9 words worse every episode.
Or what I should do is like put my phone right here there and then set that up and be like, of me just trying to when I found out that I hurt Robert's feelings by cursing on the podcast, and it's just me breaking down because that's what everybody does before they break down and then post it. They're like, "Woo, I lost the love of my life."
I did just
And
have
this
the
is
thought.
me crying in front of it so I can post to everybody.
I want to make a list of the worst words.
Let's go. Let's do a power ranking.
That's what I'm saying. If we power ranked the worst
But
words.
this doesn't count as us saying it because we're saying it for the power rankings. No, we're not doing that.
Actually, we should. Somebody send us. It has to be words, obviously, that we can say, but have us power rank the worst words.
Yeah, none of those.
No slurs.
None of those words, all right?
It's just us saying like cracker, whitey.
This isn't that kind of podcast.
Taxes.
Oh, that's a bad
That would
word.
be a bad one.
It's a real bad word.
That would be a bad one. But just think about
Make sure you teach your daughter that taxes is a bad word.
taxes fraud, yeah. Well, I mean, in a couple of weeks, I'll get to show her this is what all of our taxes go to every 4 years. We get to see these Olympics. That's how they buy all the gold.
I can't even get up for it this year. I don't care.
Oh, I'm stoked, bro.
Like when it's on TV, it'll be cool.
I'm gonna watch
But
all
like
of it.
I don't care at all.
I'm gonna watch all of it, but the U.S. women's basketball team because they kept Caitlin Clark off the roster.
I'm gonna not watch that because it's women's basketball.
Oh, I watch. Me and Al, we catching fever games like nobody's business. Did you see her upset the Liberty last
Highlights.
week, dude? She took down the Liberty, bro. The Libs. Caitlin Clark took down the Libs, bro.
Respect. Oh, is she gonna be the new VP? She gonna be Trump's VP?
I don't know. I don't know if he's asked her.
What was
I
it?
feel like she's busy.
Trump Clark own the libs. That's their slogan.
And this is her box score against the Liberty. Look,
I'd
I
buy
don't
that
know
shirt.
about the national debt, but what I can tell you is I am the first WNBA rookie with a triple double ever, and people are like, okay, it's my vote. That's my vote.
That was a hilarious stat when I saw that. I was like, really? Never?
Yeah.
Never?
Well, and that obviously I'm a big Caitlin Clark stan.
Wait, no, that can't be because hasn't. Oh no,
Not as a rookie.
no. But I was gonna say, what's her name? Angel Reeston, and she just set the record for triple
Double
doubles. And I was like, oh,
doubles,
it's
dude.
double. I thought it was triple doubles for like the first 8 games, and then I saw it was double doubles. I was like, they're celebrating this.
Yeah.
The only reason she's getting 12 rebounds a game is because she's missing 19 shots right next to the
don't
basket.
say that.
She's shooting 33%.
Don't
It's
say
not
that.
good.
That's it'd be a 333 batting average.
It's great in baseball.
Great in baseball.
Basketball.
Is Angel? Hey, put this as a quote card. Is Angel Reese a better baseball player than basketball player?
I'm actually going to say no. Have you ever seen a basketball player swing a baseball bat?
Sometimes it's hilarious.
Like Michael Jordan was the best ever, and he wasn't
That's
good.
true. Softball, she probably hit.
They're too tall. They're so tall. They're not like they have specific. They're like swimmers. Swimmers have great bodies and they look athletic, but if you've ever seen one even like try and walk, they can't do it. Their skills all go to one specific
Phelps
thing
can
and
do
they
it
don't
all,
translate. Dude, Michael
Phelps
cannot.
can do it all.
He is every swimmer you've ever seen, no matter how good they are, they're the most unathletic person.
Michael
you've
Phelps
also
can throw
ever
good
known.
first pitches. I've seen him.
My buddy swam in high school, and I like to bring this up to him because he also can't catch a football. He gets really, really mad.
They don't have a lot of footballs in the water.
Water polo. It's a ball. It's not a football.
Water polo.
How much cooler would water polo be if it was a football and not like a round ball?
Just do football and water.
Water football.
It's like, yeah, you know what's better than polo? Football. We just put it in water. Done.
But see, hold on. That goes back to the original problem. People that are good at swimming, they're not good at anything else. They can't catch.
yeah. It's like soccer. Like, why? Hey, if America really tried, we'd be the best at soccer. Right. But, like, that's like our 8th sport. So we're going to play the cool sports first. And I think soccer's cool. But football's cooler than soccer, and everybody knows that. And that's why we call football football. And soccer is soccer because it's a second-tier sport. And if you want to argue with the Americans, you have to beat them in a war. And you haven't, unless you're Vietnam. And we're not going to talk to you.
They didn't beat us.
They tied.
We left.
They tied, which is very soccer
No, we took our
friendly.
ball and we went home.
It was a tie.
It's not a tie. We didn't tie. America, we don't tie.
We won the tie, just like we won the tie.
No,
against
we just left. We were like, I'm done with this. It's not really my
We're
thing
good at
anymore.
that. It's like, eh.
We're great at war, but like this war specifically, not feeling it.
We put a lot of money and people into it. Let's just pack it up.
We're like, you're not the Asians we want to kill. We're gonna go to Korea in like 20
Whoa.
years.
Whoa.
Well, that's what it was. Then we pulled out of there. Oh, wait, was Korea before or after Vietnam? Korea was
After.
before Vietnam,
It was
wasn't
after
it? No, because Korea was like the 50s. The Korean War.
All right.
Because I remember Red Foreman served in Korea. They said that in that 70s show. I feel like we didn't cover the Korean War in school at all.
Yeah, my grandfather was in the Korean War, 1950.
I almost said that
Ended
seemed
in
like a cool war, but
1953.
no war is really cool.
War on
Just
drugs.
because you know what it is? I like Korea. Korea seems like a really cool place. I've heard it's awesome.
Vietnam ended 1955 to 75. Oh yeah, so it was
Yeah.
Korea and then Nam. I'm not saying war is cool. Again, not saying war is cool. But of all the war pictures, Vietnam probably has the coolest. I think that's safe to say.
Oh, yeah. And the best movies.
And the best music.
Why don't we have any Korean War movies? That's an untapped potential of war movies.
Music sucked. Be K-pop.
No, it's the 50s, so it
Just
would be
Koreans
like...
Clearwater for Vietnam, and like they'd be like K-pop.
Yeah,
No
see,
thanks.
that's why. It's the soundtrack. That's why we don't have any
It would
Korean
suck.
War movies. World War II, you just did ominous music. Vietnam, you had rock music. Korea was just like, you got the Big Bopper. Which, nothing against the Big Bopper. I like his music, but I don't think that's really going to go well.
The Big Bopper, the official.
You see bombs
anthem
going off, a guy's
of the
missing a
Korean
leg,
War.
and you're just like, let's twist again. That doesn't fit.
I also so on my iPad I have like movies that you download for just for airplanes and stuff. So I had a couple downloaded, and one of them was Tropic Thunder, and it's like hell yeah, dude,
Phenomenal.
great war movie. Probably my number one war movie of all time is Tropic Thunder.
It's not my number one, but it's definitely my number one blackface movie. It's they did it well.
The fellas talked about blackface movies that were done nice.
Let's rank them. One, Tropic Thunder.
Two?
There is no two. Every
I
other one
don't
is
know
just
the other one.
violently
I don't
racist.
know the other ones.
I did
Bell
know
Schnickel.
there was one that I used to. It was like a very early movie. I can't remember the name of it though. But it's like now it's looked back upon and it's like, hey, that's extremely racist.
We shouldn't have done that.
It's horrible. Their lips don't look like that. I don't know how that was the best that
That
our
was a
makeup artist
weird-
could do back then.
That was weird, but yeah, we're anti-blackface on this podcast,
Except for Tropic Thunder.
except for Tropic. Well,
Robert Downey Jr.,
a
as far as
different
I'm
time.
concerned, can keep doing it because he nailed it.
I think Mad Men is a blackface scene.
Never watched it.
Yeah, it's a good show.
I saw a bit of one.
Not,
Ma-
not the blackface part.
Mad Men should have been an HBO show.
It was basically an HBO show.
Yeah, but there could have been boobies.
But it was, yeah, that's really what I think about the most. I'm like, dude, we could have seen January Jones's boobs. And then the redhead girl.
Well, they were the stars, so probably not theirs. But like the randoms that came through the show. You think we're ever going to outgrow boobs?
No. Dude, that's why, like, what's her name? Played by Christina Hendricks. Christina Hendricks' boobs. You could have seen hers.
Cannons.
That would have been sick. But no, we're never going to outgrow boobs because, like, they're awesome.
Boobs are tight.
They're awesome. Like, I get to go home when we have power and it's a normal time and we're not just sweating our balls off. And, like, my wife sometimes just has a boob out and she's feeding my daughter. I'm like, hell yeah.
Actually, you can do that while it's really hot. You can go home and be like, hey, it's hot in here. You should probably take your shirt off.
I'll dap her out. Dap her up sometimes. Like, nice. Nice. With those bad boys out. Hell yeah. She's like, it's not for you. I still got to peek. Still got to peek.
Does it bother you that she probably thinks about me sometimes when she's putting on her nipple cream because I bought it?
No, you didn't buy the nipple cream.
I thought I did.
You did not buy the nipple cream. I made her look that up and it was not you.
Did somebody beat me to it? What did I get?
No, she didn't put nipple cream on there. because she
Oh,
didn't want
so it
people
must
to
have
be
been somebody
weird about that.
I know I bought it twice. It was just recently for my friend, and who the hell did I buy nipple cream for?
Maybe yourself.
I accidentally clicked on the wrong registry and some random
Click
couple.
subscribe. Why are we getting nipple cream delivered to the house every Tuesday?
Not watching porn. I'm just watching videos on how to properly apply nipple cream.
Oh, I subscribed. I accidentally hit subscribe on socks. And then like I got like a pack of 12 socks again. And I was like, no, what?
Well, but that's
So
the
I'm
thing.
never gonna need 4,000 socks.
Yeah, but like, socks are awesome.
Do I just
Getting new socks is always a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I still wore them, but I don't need. I was 24 socks. I ordered 12.
I haven't bought socks in like a year. I think it's about to be time. I'm starting to get holes in some of them.
Yeah, I think I'm going. I have socks that my wife gets me for Christmas
We're talking about fucking socks right now. Damn it, there was the first one.
And I have socks my wife gets me for Christmas and my birthday every year. They just have my dog's picture on them, and I'm gonna go just those, and then Under Armour and Nike white socks. That's pretty much my move from now on. So
I almost had to go the Pass the Gravy socks the other day.
I do have those. I'll wear the Pass Gravy ones too.
I try not to though. I'm like, I'm gonna wear these very sparingly, so when I do, it's special.
We should put those back in the store.
Yeah, we might have to look and see if there's some available.
That'd be sick. I got married in those socks.
Yeah, you did.
I said my vows in the Pass Gravy socks.
I got drunk in those
Those
socks.
are that good. We didn't have power, so we were like just looking through pictures. That's a fun thing you do when you can't get on the internet either, and you're just like, what pictures do you have? And there was some of like just you in the background, and just Pat had the funniest, just drunk faces. Like
I was hammered.
you had a tie on your head at one point. Your shirt, like the buttons would get looser as the night went on. You could tell it was great.
No, oh, that's right. I did put my tie on my head at
Yeah,
one
you
point.
did.
I did have the some sort of thing I had just wrapped around my head because I was sweating so much. I was like, I need a bandana on right now.
But yeah, that's what you brought up for Precome.
I don't even remember where it started.
Robert, what you got?
What would you guys do if you ordered something and you got delivered the wrong brand of it, but still it functions exactly the same as what the original thing you ordered?
Is it a better brand or a lesser brand?
I can't tell right now. I got some like storage containers for underneath the bathroom sink, and I got some like clear ones. They sent me a different brand, and these were black. So the same, like it still serves the same function, but just completely different product.
I don't send anything back.
I don't send anything back. I would ask you if you wanted it. I actually have a shirt in my car if you'd like that.
Oh,
that
yeah.
I haven't returned. So there you go.
I got
a pickleball shirt. You got it.
Free shirt.
I bought one time. I was trying to buy a USB to the USB-C converter,
Yep.
and I bought the wrong thing 2 times before I got the right one, and I didn't return either one of them.
Oh yeah. No, I just don't return things. It's a pain.
So I've got some weird like photo stuff that I could probably give you too, because I tried to buy it, but it was like, no, this is to convert photos. I was like, I don't even know what that means.
So no, I would not return it. My question then is, do I order another one that is aesthetically pleasing? Are you happy with the way it looks now, or does it just grind your gears every time you look at it?
I would say it grinds my gears. I left it in the box. I left it out. I think Sam may have put it away for you guys, so you guys didn't see it. She didn't want you guys to see that.
Didn't you say it's going under the sink anyway?
Yeah.
You're not going to see it anyway.
Yeah, but I don't know.
That's actually the first thing I look at when I go to somebody's house. I go to like their sink. I'm like, dude, what the hell is this, dude?
It's a mess under there.
Oh,
You
I
got
go,
black boxes under here? I thought we only had clear boxes.
Robert's storage is in blackface.
Oh,
I
that's
did.
problematic.
I ordered a replacement. I haven't returned the original one. I'm not sure if I will.
You should say something. They might send you free ones.
Yeah.
And
Might
then
do that.
If they're like, well, just send those back. Like, never mind. I have done that before. Like, well, just send us that. Like, nah. I don't want to do an exchange. I already got this. I'll buy it again.
I'm afraid of talking to people in public.
Yeah,
I don't want
wanna
to go.
Go and ask the postal
You
service.
have to return this? What are you, stupid? You bought the wrong thing? Yes.
Everyone else in the line that's also doing returns.
There's just, I'm terrified of conflict, even
Yeah.
though when I know there's going to be none.
It's a baker's dozen. That's the word, the phrase we came up with for it at the beginning of the year. And that one stuck, I think.
I had forgotten about it.
I
don't
find
think-
myself in
I don't think
baker's
it did
dozen
stick.
situations a lot, and I only think baker's dozen. I can't do that.
I don't even remember what any of our things meant. Alcohol.
Or Quaker's dozen. It's a Quaker's dozen.
That's
not
what
a
it was.
baker's
Quaker's
That's
dozen.
what it was.
Yeah, I never, even when we were talking about it, I did not understand.
Quaker's dozen is when you order so many of something, and like you order 8 of something, and they give you 7 of it, and you're like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'll just go 7. It's fine. I don't want to cause a ruckus.
That was a weird day.
Right? Just gonna let this happen. All right. Well, that was our pre-com segment. Solid, everybody. Let's move on to the. Oh, no, let's name random people. Name random people from a team. Here we go. The random team wheel spinning in 3, 2, 1. It's going to be the Miami Dolphins. Go.
Dan Marino.
Zach Taylor.
Tua Tagovailoa.
To attack. That's good. Chad Pennington.
Just fun to say. Larry Zonka.
Larry Zonka's really good. Ken Kick, he was the other guy with him.
Mercury Morris.
Oh, Mercury Morris is good. Tyreek Hill.
Jalen Ramsey. He's on there now, right? Miami.
A Dolphin. Oh, man, I'm running out of guys.
Flipper. He was a Dolphin. And then, wait, what was the one from Ace Ventura? Snowflake, yeah.
Snowflake the Dolphin.
Arguably the greatest Dolphin of all time. No, still Flipper.
Ray Finkel. We already said Ray Finkel.
Did you? I didn't hear you say it.
Okay.
Ray Finkel. Well, there we go, Ray
That's
Finkel.
another one.
I got nothing else.
Yeah,
We named all the
enough.
Dolphins.
That's
I
enough.
know.
This doesn't need to go on any longer.
Raheem
That's
Mostert.
the bit of it. That's the whole bit. Yeah, we could have just named all of the team now.
That's why I like how we always try and go old school. And like second one, I was like, Tua?
Because then I panic and then I just default back to what I know.
They've never been good. Who cares?
Let's move on to the Comeback Kids segment, brought to you by the Pass the Gravy merch store. Go get you some PTG merch. I'm looking at the Gravy Gang Sun shirt right now at passthegravymerch.com. The IP in Pools shirt, but then it says in a little smaller P means listen to Pass the Gravy podcast. It's awesome. The Ladlettes World Tour, the Gravy Tour t-shirt that also comes in a tank. So does the Sun shirt as well. The Pass the Gravy available wherever cassettes are sold. We also have some dad hats with the sun on it. The Gravy Gang Sun. We have some sticker sheets you can get. You can get the PTG Icy shirt. We got new-ish tie-dye dad hats. The old school PTG dad hat with the logo and the April Fool's Somewhere shirts. Go load up this summer. Hanging by the pool, you're going to rock all of your Pass the Gravy stuff. It's been hot, and like if you haven't been rocking a hat, I don't know. Might have been getting some sun in your eye. You're going to be out there chopping trees down, doing all this stuff. Pat's looking at me in a mirror, and it really freaks me out.
It's very weird
there's
because
a
I'm facing
mirror
away from you, but I
the-
can see you.
Yeah, it looks like I'm looking at myself on a monitor, but it's not the angle you're looking at. PassTheGravyMerch.com. We don't ask you guys to pay for a Patreon or anything else. If you want to support the podcast that we give to you 100% free, it is not free to us. It is 100% free to you. If you want to help us recoup a little bit of that, we got server space, we got web hosting fees, we got Bobby jokes, we got all kinds of stuff like that. If you want to help us out a little bit, we're going to give you something for that. So go to PassTheGravyMerch.com, get you some stickers, some hats, some T-shirts, some tanks. You're going to be looking cooler than everybody else this summer. PassTheGravyMerch.com, PassTheGravyMerch.com, the official sponsor of the Comeback Kid segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
All right. Our first comeback kid this week is sons of famous athletes. Because Bronny James, I don't know if you saw Bronny James. Did you see Bronny James?
Those are 4 points.
Robert, did you hear about Bronny James? He's lighting it up out there.
I hear.
Bronny James.
Like he was doing so well that he had to sit like the next couple of games.
He sat out because he was tired.
Yeah.
He was tired. Yes, Bronny James is stealing the headlines. I know it's a slow sports time of the year. At work, we have ESPN on all the time, and they trigger me just how much they just talk about nonstop, just garbage. So I was like, Fox Sports 1 won't do that, but they do the same thing.
They're even worse now.
It's sort of worse, but it's different. It's like you can just be like, all right, are we going to go all WNBA on, let's talk the WNBA Rookie of the Year race for 7 days, or you go to Fox Sports 1, and Fox Sports 1's like, Bronny James, how is he going to play with dad? It's like, he's probably not going to play much, and
shouldn't.
who cares?
Also, you have to ask the question, is LeBron a bad dad? All he's talked about for the last 10 years is wanting to play with his son.
And now he accidentally
And
cares.
now there's summer league games going on where his son's playing and he's not playing.
Wow. Well, he is serving his country.
Oh, yeah. I forgot the Olympics.
He's basically a troop.
The,
If you're-
the Olympics cucked LeBron away from being able to play with his son.
What's more important, your country or your family? Wow.
That's deep.
That makes you think.
For me, I would say country, just because I know my family. I mean, your family is probably more important than mine, just honestly. I mean, I like my family. They're cool, but I think my country's more important than them.
Yeah, I would
Except for maybe my dad. He's hilarious. The rest of my family,
I would say
I'm kidding,
family-
Mom. I love you if you're listening.
I would say family is more important. So LeBron, bad dad, because he's
Bad dad?
He's going. I mean, yeah, you're serving the troops, playing basketball for your country, but like, what are you missing in your child's development? Like, he's becoming a man. You're watching him become a man. This was his first NBA game, and you weren't there.
It's literally his development.
Yeah, you could be there to coach him up.
Also, wait, are like veterans allowed to play in summer league games?
I think you can't play after a certain time.
Oh, okay.
Because Cam Whitmore for the Rockets is playing, and he's been in the league like 3 years. You either have to be like constantly on a G League team or a new draft pick or like your second or
makes
third
sense.
year, I think. I don't know that 100%. But it makes sense.
Sounds
'cause
right. Let's go with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just go with that. In the WNBA, everybody can play in the summer league if they have a summer league, which is that's actually the whole league.
They can't afford
The whole league is the summer league.
Their summer league is held at the
Well,
Y.
this is the summer league. It's during the summer they're playing in their league.
Oh yeah. I was like, oh yeah, they are playing right now.
So LeBron, bad dad.
Horrible dad.
Robert, what do you think is more important though, family or country?
With my family, I'm gonna say family. I'll go family.
Guess I'm the only patriot
Family
here.
over country. All right.
I love my
Family could
country. I
be
hate
Italian,
my government.
too. You could be pro-Italian. It's the
Oh,
family.
every Italian is going to pick
or
family.
pro-street racing too.
Mm-hmm. It's all about family.
It's all about family.
Family. There's a spot on Vin Diesel I just did.
But Bronny James is back, and that is going to be the new Caitlin Clark just taking over your it's a Tuesday. What are we still doing? Like, what is this?
What if they put LeBron and Bronny on the cover of NBA 2K?
I hope so.
That would be the funniest.
All in the family edition.
He makes more money on the cover than he does in his NBA career.
I did like that they said LeBron took a pay cut to be here so we could get new people like his son, and it was like he took $2 million less than what the maximum amount allowed was. Like, I mean,
And it's like exactly what his
it's
son's
almost
contract is.
yeah. He's like, look, I'll take $2 million and just give it to Bronny,
Yeah.
who isn't LeBron James Jr. He is LeBron James Jr.,
Yeah.
but he goes by Bronny James. But wouldn't it be cool if it was LeBron James Jr.?
Well, he said he didn't want people to think of him as his dad's son. Like he wanted to like people to recognize him and not just be like, oh, that's LeBron's kid. It's like, dude, you're fucking LeBron's kid.
What is
Everyone
his
who knows
name
you.
gonna say?
Again, I cussed again.
I don't condone that. I don't condone that. On the record,
Disavow.
split that out.
It's like, oh, who is that kid? You think it's LeBron's kid? How would you know? Well, LeBron's sitting right there. He's 5 feet away, and he's yelling at him specifically. So
Good job, sport. Just punched him on the arm.
why don't you dunk it? Because I'm not 7 feet tall like you, Dad.
Do you think he does the Friday Night Lights dad thing? Like if he has a bat, he goes like 0 for 7 shooting and has like 4 minutes, and then he just sits in the car with him. He's sitting in his like Rolls Royce, like no points.
I ain't passing you the ball ever again.
0 for 7. 0
sh-
for 3 from 3.
The showers are gonna be super awkward. I feel like after like 6 years old, you shouldn't see your dad naked anymore.
Well, LeBron probably has his own shower.
No.
LeBron probably has his own shower.
Do professionals still shower together, or do they just go home? Like on the road, I feel like you have to. But like when you're playing at home, do you just go home, shower there?
But they have 6 showers. Like
Also, like, and this will be the quickest way to get traded off the Lakers. But if you want to get out there, what if Bronny's got a bigger dick than his dad, and a teammate in the showers is just like Bron?
and then you both trade. They trades both of them.
They get in an argument, and he calls his dad baby dick.
I hope that LeBron gets fed up with like the team and does the trade thing, but it involves his son this year. Like he grounds him, but instead of grounding him, he sends him to like Portland.
The problem is no other team wants him.
Maybe the Suns.
Trade him to Lithuania.
It's like you go play in the Aussie League.
He's been traded to the New Zealand Breakers.
I was trying to think of a team. But yeah, Bronny James is back. Like today when I went up, I was having to do work at the office before this podcast. So I was doing podcast prep at the office, and I had Fox Sports 1 on, and it was still talking like Bronny and his legacy. I was like, I do not care, and I don't think most people care. But they're still talking about him, and it's like 2 weeks after he got drafted.
But his legacy is going to be, yeah, he wasn't good,
Wasn't
but they
as good as his
drafted him
dad.
just because of his dad.
Yeah, pretty much what it'll be.
It's like, is this the ultimate Nepo hire of all time? Because people's like, oh, he just took over the company because his dad started it. This one, it's like you legit got a job that is very selective. There's only a short amount of people that have ever done it, but you got it because of your dad, and you didn't deserve it, and you're not good. It's like sports. It's like you have to be selected for this. He was like, you better select my son or I'm going to leave. Okay. Lakers suck right now anyway. They're not going to win anything.
That'll be perfect for him.
I haven't even seen Anthony Davis's unibrow in so long.
Yeah.
Like they're so irrelevant.
barely
I don't see
remember
his
it.
unibrow all over the place.
Well, Bronny James is one of the sons of famous athletes, but the other one, Arch Manning, and I know it's technically grandson of famous athletes, but Cooper was an athlete and he's famous.
Yeah.
Cooper Manning was.
Yeah, he wasn't a famous athlete, but he was an
He was
athlete,
an athlete
who
that is famous. So
kinda
technically a
famous.
famous athlete. Arch Manning, though, is going to be in EA Sports College Football 25.
I missed this completely. When did he announce? Probably.
Yesterday.
Oh, okay. I
With
was
his
going to
uncle
say.
Eli, his favorite uncle, obviously, because you would get your favorite uncle to help you make any announcement. And they're playing the video game, or they're going through prep. And Eli was like, "All right, you're gonna do this when you have a cover this. You have a cover this. What are you gonna do?" He's like, "Hike," and he's got the controller in his hand, and he's like, I don't know what else they said, but he's like, "Yeah, it's in the game, and I'm in the game." And then it's Arch throwing the ball. You're like, "Oh, Arch Manning's gonna be in the game."
Which
Even
he
though
already was going to be. It just wasn't going to be his name.
everybody was just gonna like change the name.
That's sick, though. So many people are going to sit. Quinn Ewers.
That's gotta suck for Quinn Ewers.
He's the fourth or fifth best quarterback in the game, and he's going to get sat by a lot of
Like,
people.
but Manning,
If he still had the mullet, he wouldn't get sat. You can't sit a quarterback with a mullet.
he got better after the mullet, though.
Yeah, but mullets are dope, dude.
Yeah,
Remember when I had my mullet?
that
It was sick.
Oh, that's cool. How long did you have that?
Like 2 months?
2 months. It felt like it was not as long as that.
Actually,
you
it
rocked
probably
it
wasn't.
for a while. Though.
Well, I had it just for like the day I came back from bachelor party, I shaved it. My boss was like, "All right, get that out of my restaurant."
He gets a mullet, but he won't wear a toupee. Wouldn't wear a toupee.
I don't want
I
to wear
would
a
have
toupee.
done
dude.
frosted tips, dude. I was gonna do frosted tips. I was gonna frost these bad boys. So frosty.
We've been over this. You work in radio. You're supposed to look like an
There's
idiot.
corporate people there sometimes.
Like right now, you are the most normal looking person in the history of radio.
No, there's pretty normal looking people. Have you seen sports radio? They look pretty normal.
Maybe just because you're around them.
A lot of the non-athletes, like if they're not an ex-athlete,
Yeah, ex-athletes look normal. The
Average
non-ones are
sports-
not normal looking people.
Matt Thomas. If you listen to Sports Talk,
I
Saturday,
love
you
Matt
use it. Matt
Thomas.
Thomas looks like the most like
He's
average
amazing.
looking, regular looking guy.
He's a goofy looking dude.
He looks like do you think Matt Thomas looks like a goofy guy?
He's got a goofy face.
I don't think so.
I don't mean that in a bad way either. It's just radio people always look very unique people.
I don't know. Like I think he's really good at like putting like that smile on. And maybe that's what looks goofy, but no, I don't think he looks goofy.
It's just every time I would see Matt Thomas, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's Matt Thomas." It's just you hear his voice all the time, very regular voice, and then I would see. I think it's just like
I think Matt Thomas looks
radio
like
people
like
surprise
a
me every
normal
time.
guy.
Like I don't know what I expect them to look like, but it's always not what they look like.
You have unrealistic expectations.
That's true.
Like it's definitely nobody.
I'm
said
not
that
saying it's
to
bad
Matt
weird.
Thomas.
It's just
Matt
your
Thomas will
your
listen to
profession
it.
is a bunch of weird looking people.
Nobody tag Matt Thomas, and definitely don't say like, "Hey, Pastor Gray was talking about you this week and how you look."
Matt, I love you.
I love you too, Matt. But
You're the
like, I
voice
just
of my
wanna-
childhood,
I just
and
want
I love
somebody
you.
bait Matt into clicking on the podcast. He'll definitely do it. Brian Valima on this Sean Salisbury. Sean Salisbury, ex NFL player, giant. He does not look like a normal person. He's a huge man.
Ex athletes don't count.
Right, that's what I said. But Brian Valima, pretty normal looking guy.
yeah.
I don't know.
Brian Valima could be an everyday accountant. He could also be your kid's
Howard
baseball coach.
Stern.
Howard Stern's different.
Weird looking guy. Radio.
Rod Ryan, I think, looks normal.
Rod might be the most normal because he just looks like a bald guy. But also, we've been staring at his face for like 20 years, so maybe we're just used to it.
Craig Carton, bald guy. He looks like a normal guy.
See, actually, the more I'm talking, I'm kind of realizing this bad one because like every radio person ever, I feel like you want to
Colin
be able to pick
Cowherd.
them out of a crowd.
Yeah, that's the goal. Like they're just a guy with a microphone.
I don't know, man. Can't you just let me have a take every once in a while?
No.
I don't know what I'm doing, man. I just say stuff.
And I like Skip Bayless looks like a normal guy. Like he would just be like a normal dude.
Until he starts talking, that's true.
No, but then he did a show with Shannon and Stephen A. and like realized like, oh, I got like he like had to like change his wardrobe up. So he got Ernestine, his wife, to like go and get him like he's like, I need a pink suit. And like now he'll wear like a pink suit and like a tie-dye bow and stuff like that. You're like, what the fuck? Oh, I just
Actually,
said it.
the
My bad.
older he
Bleep
gets,
that.
Skip is looking weirder and weirder. Because like old people shouldn't be ripped.
Yeah, but he's probably like on that Ozempic, so he's like an old LA guy.
I don't think he's an Ozempic guy. I think he lives like his only vice is bad takes and Diet Mountain Dew.
No, my favorite thing to do now is just be like, well, if it wasn't Ozempic, you would have nothing. People are like, what? Throw Ozempic in, and like it's an insult to everybody that doesn't do Ozempic. And then if they do Ozempic, it feels like you called out their cheat code, and then they get mad. So it's kind of like a win-win for you if you're just trolling.
I want to
Yeah,
steal some.
try a day without Ozempic and get back to me. And somebody be like, what? I'm not on Ozempic. I did it to Robert the other day. Shambles, dude. It was in shambles.
I think you can do that too with the check mark on Twitter. Because that means you paid for it. Like, oh, you paid for it? And people try to hide it because that used to be an option where you could hide it. And then like they took that away.
I was so mad because I got my blue check mark right before they made the rule where they took it away. And I was like, but I had it. It was so cool. And so
Elon
I just
got
like, all right, I'll get it. So I do pay for it. I don't care. I'm not trying to act like I just got it. Like I have 1 million. If you don't have 1 million followers, I think it's 1 million was the number that you didn't have. You got auto checked. But if you don't have 1 million followers and anybody's trying to like act like they got just like accoladed there, it's like, no, you paid for it, including me. But I did get the blue check mark before you had to pay for the blue check mark. And then when it got taken away, I was like, no.
I don't get the shaming of it. It's like, dude, yeah, I can afford $8 a month. The only time I don't like it is when it's someone who has like 5 followers. Like, what are you doing?
And I do respect it when it's somebody that's like Joe Budden and it's just they're trying to tweet like the president. I'm like, you had to pay $8 a month to be a troll. And I kind of like, that's the troll tax. It's the troll tax.
Yeah,
That's exactly
if
what
it's for
is.
comedy, it works.
And then all you had to do is like satire in the bio, and then you say anything. But Adam
Wait, what?
Scheffler,
I can say anything.
or, like Adam Scheffler will like get some people with like a trade every now and then, and it'll be like, that's not.
Oh,
not
my
Adam
brother sends them
Schefter.
to me all the time. The one he gets got by is the fake PGA Tour, where it's spelled TUOR.
Oh, did he get?
Dude, he texts me those all the time. I'm like, dude, just look. I'm begging you one time, look at the handle.
Did he got with the he got Clay Travis too, but the Trump rally in Miami yesterday or the day before, it had one of Trump's kids' names on the chair, or Barron Trump's name, but they had photoshopped it out and they put Tua Tagovailoa and Clay Travis, that weirdo, was like, oh wow, Tua looks like he's turning on Trump, and went on this whole thing about how a bunch of pro athletes are about to join Trump, and then somebody's like, yeah, this is a photoshopped picture, and I was like, ha, you ate the trash.
He did not, but I did not know that was fake until right now.
It's absolutely fake.
One of my friends sent that into the group chat today.
I think I got.
And I was like, okay, who cares that Tua's going to the rally?
Yeah, I could care less. I could care less.
Oh, kind of good quarterback is going. Oh, that just definitely
That
means
is-
landslide for the Republicans.
That is a weird move. Where like, oh, look in his locker, it's got red. Obviously, the election coming up, that means he's a Trump guy. It's like, okay. I think Tom Brady had like
he's rich and wants to
he
keep
had
his
like
money,
a Trump thing. It's like that could have been like a joke that somebody put in his locker as like a hello. Like Trump, you don't have to like him, but like he's done like he's a funny like meme.
He's objectively
he's a
the funniest
funny
president
meme.
we've ever had.
And like if like that happens, like my brother got when I found out that I was gonna be a dad, he got me a Trump like Tumblr that's just like, I'm the best dad in the world, all other dads terrible, never seen a worse dad than him. I am the best dad, everyone will say it, tremendous, incredible. And it's like it says that all on the can of it. And I'm like, this is awesome.
You should show up to your parents' house with that. Just rub it in your dad's face, babe.
I need to find like a
Dad, I
live
perfected this
friend
dad
to go
thing in
over
like
there.
3 weeks. What took you so long?
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we're going with that, but yeah, the Tua thing was definitely a Photoshop. But again, who cares?
I didn't even click on the article. I just saw it in my group chat today in the middle of a massive argument.
So yeah, Arch Manning, Bronny James, sons of famous athletes. They're back this week. Also back this week, white boys. Big week for white boys. Cooper Flag. I get it.
What's
White
up?
men can't jump, but Cooper Flag.
He can.
He might be the best player on the men's U.S. basketball team, and he's not even on the U.S. men's basketball team.
Dude, he's going to be the first white person taken over first overall in basketball since like 1943.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. He's going to be a freshman at Duke this year. He looks like he's 17 because he is 17. And like just like when you look at him, they're like, yeah, he's 17. He's like, yeah, kid looks like a 17.
And he's from like Vermont.
Yeah.
What the hell?
What are you doing?
Why
How do
didn't you move?
How do you get good at basketball in Vermont? Aren't you like
Yeah,
hunting?
dude. There's no like competition. How did he get that good?
Because he's obviously the best player in Vermont.
Yeah, there's 9 of them.
It's like him and Bernie Sanders, right? Like those are
He used to play Bernie at pickup games at the Y.
He's the greatest basketball player I've ever seen.
Bernie taught him about passing. Actually, he was like, "You need to spread the ball around to everybody else." Share. Now, why was
kinda
why was
Russian?
my I was like, why did my Bernie come out Russian?
Was that Vladimir Sanders?
Spread the money to the oligarchs. It's okay.
But yeah, dude, Cooper Flag went off against the U.S. men's basketball team in like a scrimmage that they did. I don't know. He was playing with college kids, I guess. I have no idea why he was playing against them, but that was the whole takeaway. Is he's just taking step back jumpers in front of dudes. He was making people look silly. And shout out to the white boys. And I get it. This isn't a race thing, but sometimes representation is important.
Mm-hmm.
Representation is important, and it's nice to be seen. Nice to be seen. As a white guy, I feel like we don't get enough representation.
Not at
Not
all.
enough straight white men get representation. That's what this podcast is all about.
Mm-hmm.
To voice the opinions that those straight whites didn't get out before, and now we get to say those for them.
Yeah,
And Robert
I
is
think
the voice of all Hispanic straight men.
that's true. You want to say anything on the behalf
what are your
about
thoughts?
white guys being awesome again?
I think I'll hold my thoughts.
Okay.
I'll hold my thoughts.
See, if we were talking about Latino guys being awesome, I feel like I would have been an ally and spoke
He's
up for it.
still
but-
mad about Ricky Rubio flaming out.
Well, he was from Spain. I'm pretty sure he was white.
Hispanic.
It is Hispanic, but like
Is Spanish?
they're white
Hispanic?
in Spain.
Spanish. He'd be Spanish.
But that's also Hispanic.
Or is that only Central and South America? Another thing they didn't teach me in school, or I
Yeah.
wasn't paying attention because it wasn't
We
about
didn't learn
white guys.
taxes, and we didn't learn this, and now people are racist because they don't know things. Accidentally racist. I'm not a racist. You say things that might offend people.
I want a shirt now that just says accidentally racist.
Our
Guys, I didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident.
people. Okay, when I say
Ooh.
our Spanish people, what do you think the first thing to pop up on Google is, Robert?
Illegal.
Wrong. Not in the top.
Are Spanish people okay?
Are Spanish people white?
Are they okay? What's going on in Spain?
Are Spanish people considered Latino? Are Spanish people European? Are Spanish people Caucasian?
Are Spanish people from Spain Latino?
Hispanic?
Technically, if they're from Spain, they would be Spanish because they do TH instead of the S.
Spaniards are uniquely placed firmly in both the Hispanic and white American ethnical categories as the singular
Ethno-racial.
European national group.
That word was ethno-racial
So they are Hispanic.
and white.
Hispanic people are Hispanic,
But not Latino.
not Latino.
Not Latino, according to this.
They're Spaniard.
That would make sense because Latino probably is for Latin America.
Hey, we'll learn a little
Look at
bit.
us breaking down the
huh?
etymology of words.
And I think, everybody got a little less racist today. Not the
You know what
word,
that was right there,
anyways.
Robert? That was just an example of white excellence. What's up?
Shout out. Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag did that.
Is he already the GOAT?
I mean, he's the best player on the men's basketball team, and they're saying this is the second coming of the dream team. If he's better than everybody else, at least they just said LeBron James was the best player on that team. Did his team lose to Cooper Flag's team?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I'll say it right now. I think Cooper Flag is going to be the best player since Larry Bird.
Cooper Flag.
He's probably going to go down on the. I was going to say the Mount Rushmore of white guys, but maybe it has to be in basketball the Mount Rushmore of white guys since we started allowing black people to play.
How many headlines do you think were planting the flag? 2 G's. Because that's his last name.
You
It's
think
gonna
he ever
be-
tries to use that as a pickup line?
I'll play it my
What's up,
flag.
girl? Can I plant my flag?
Dude, yeah.
God, I hope he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to have fun with it.
He has to. But he's going to Duke, and then if he's like Kyle Filipowski, he might have like a 30-year-old woman that's grooming him right now. So he may be with like a 30.
Well, hopefully not yet, because that's illegal. He's only 17.
17 is consent, I think.
I do appreciate that he has like one of the whitest names also.
Cooper Flag.
Cooper is so white.
Yeah. Shout out white guys. They can jump. They can jump now. Woody Harrelson would be
dope.
proud. Woody Harrelson would be very, very proud. Going back to the 17 thing where the Kyle Filipowski thing, like the weirdest guy in a lot of arguments to me, maybe, is Greg Berhalter out as U.S. men's national team.
Let's go.
There we go. White boys out. Out now. So just like that, we're gone now. But the weirdest guy on like arguments for like the Wander Franco thing and like the Kyle Filipowski thing is like people are like, well, actually, age of consent is in this city. It's like, dude, don't be that guy.
Yeah.
You,
Also,
like,
with
you can
Wander
know the
Franco,
age, but like it's weird to like flex that you know all of the ages of consent. Like you see, it's a weird argument to have.
I think it's 13 in Mexico, which is a weird thing for me to say after you said that.
See,
I just remember reading that one. It's just so striking that like you never forget that. Mexico, get your shit together. It's gross.
so we're just do your own thing. It's not my country. I don't care.
I
I'm
mean,
American,
I still.
buddy. We're American.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
care
not
what
my
anybody else
country.
does. Just don't mess with us, and like we're good. I don't think we should mess with anybody else. Let's just hang out.
It's not my country, but I still don't like to see other countries where adult men are having sex with 13-year-old girls.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not for it. Not for it at all.
That's why I won't travel to Thailand. I'm not for sex tourism, guys.
Yeah, I will also not be going to Thailand because of that reason.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with the cost and my cheapness. It's just
And that I'm not like I live in the greatest country in the world. Why would I want to leave?
I will not travel to any country where bad things happen.
I will either go to Mexico if there's a wedding, or if there's some other thing that I had to go to.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. I've straight up told everyone, like
I went to
all
Jamaica,
of my
that's
friends,
my second home.
like everyone in my group chat, and I was like, listen, when you guys get married, if you have destination weddings, just know I'm not attending.
Yeah, I gotta be pretty tight with you. For
Like-
a destination wedding.
Like Austin, that's as far as I'll go for a wedding.
Yeah.
I guess I would go Dallas.
Mm.
But any farther than
Nah.
that, somebody else has to pay for my travel. My cousin's wedding, my parents bought the plane ticket.
If it's Dallas, I'm out. Yeah, you're in like New England, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not traveling for weddings at all. That's crap.
All right. White boys. Shout out white boys. Comeback kid this week. Also a comeback kid that I learned today. The ESPYs are a comeback kid because the ESPYs are on Thursday this week. Do they not know the All-Star Game's next week? All-Star Game's next week. You always have the ESPYs. You have Home Run Derby Monday. You have All-Star Game Tuesday. You have ESPYs Wednesday or Thursday when nothing else is on. And it's like, cool, there's sports things on and it's just an awards show. Now they're going to do the ESPYs tomorrow night, Thursday night, the week before the All-Star Game. I don't care.
I had no idea they were even happening.
I don't care. But
I don't think I've watched the ESPYs since Stuart Scott.
you watch the ESPYs when your team wins a championship or when you have a player on your team that does something cool and you're like, oh, that might be best game. That might be best play. Like I remember when the Giants won best team in 2007. I was like, oh, my team is the best team of all the teams. Like I was so stoked about that. And it doesn't mean anything really because it's just the ESPYs. But it feels cool. And if it's your team, you can watch like the cool plays and like haha, that was fun. That brought me joy.
Maybe I'll watch next year when Jordan Love wins Best Male Athlete.
I can't remember what year it was when Derek Jeter won the. It was the A's play where he just guns the dude down.
Most venereal disease is passed along.
No, that's
is
not.
that what he won?
That's not what he. They don't give that award out, but they do give out other awards. I didn't. Did you see they had like some lesser awards that are not going to be on the program? I just wanted to share some. Like these are real.
Shoot it at me. Let's
These
go.
are real SB awards that are not going to be shown. So like these are like they film a little bit of it beforehand, and then they have to edit all that together. So this won't be shown on the broadcast, but these people all did get their awards. So best dead athlete, not best dad athlete, best dead athlete.
LeBron wouldn't win that one either.
No, definitely not LeBron. It's O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson, best
Great athlete.
best dead athlete.
Better athlete than he was a person.
Much better athlete than a person. He ran for 2,000 yards in 14 games.
People don't put enough respect on that.
Best dead athlete, O.J. Simpson. Best athlete that dated Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce. So congrats to him. Best Caitlin Clark. Ooh. Ooh, I didn't know that she was going to get one.
They're really going along with the white excellence thing.
Best coach that's dating someone way younger than them, Bill Belichick.
He's not a coach right now, though.
But that's his career job. So maybe it's like a lifetime achievement award. I don't know. And then
yeah.
best athlete that got away with gambling because the league covered it up, Shohei Ohtani.
Mm-hmm.
I think these are all good awards. And I'm really wishing that the Shohei one was up there.
That's a shame they're not going to use that on the broadcast. I think that would be electric
would
clips.
100% use his translator on that whole thing, right?
Has he got a new one yet? Can he ever trust again?
I hope not.
At least that's his line, because we all know he did it.
Yeah, he definitely did it. Hey, look at me. Look at me right now. If you're watching the YouTube version, youtube.com, Pass the Gravy. Look at me. Shohei did it. You know, I know, we all know.
Just trust it.
He did it. He's a coward. And everything the Dodgers do is fraudulent because of him.
And a bad gambler.
And
You
not a
can't
very
respect
good
somebody who's a bad gambler.
Not a very
Who would
good
be
gambler.
bad at gambling?
But yeah, the ESPYs are back. Are you going to be watching? I'm assuming not if you have power.
I didn't even know.
yeah,
and yeah,
I didn't know until today when I was making this prep sheet.
I doubt I'm going to have power by then. I can't have good things. I just want to be back in my own bed. It's only been one night and I miss it already.
Can I tell you something cool that I showed Robert beforehand? But you know how I had the whole snafu with the power washers?
Yeah.
And then like my arch nemesis, the leasing office lady that's in charge, the manager, she was like, "Oh, Alex is pretty cool now." Now she's just texting me updates on. Oh, I thought that was her. She texted me updates like, "Oh, they're working on it." Like I didn't ask.
You guys got a real Jim and Dwight thing going on.
We do.
You used to be enemies, and now you're just like, I like that guy.
But I was like, all right, well, hey, she helps me out now. She sent me Tiff's treats for when we had L. That was cool. I was like,
You
I didn't
guys-
even know you knew I had a
You
baby.
guys are trauma bonded together.
We kind of are. We kind of are. And
It's
I'm
like the
"What's up,
U.S.
Lori?"
military and guys in their apartment complex managers.
They used
Trauma
to hate.
bonding.
For the majority of the time, the 6 years I've lived there now, for 5 of those years, and the majority of like 5+ years, I just feuded with this woman. And now she's texting me. She's not sending the apartment emails. She's texting me straight up like, "Yo, check this out. I took 2 pictures. Look at this." Now she could be texting everybody in the apartments. I think that's a little crazy to think that she's doing that.
Nah, everything you've told me about them tells me that they would not put in that
They
sort
would
of
not.
effort.
They send emails. They do send emails. But yeah, that was beside the point. They are working on my stuff, so maybe I get mine back today. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. That'd be sick. All right, last comeback kid we got this week is retirement homes, because Taco Bell's opening a retirement home for younger people.
I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, I was like, we're gonna lose Pat with that. It's a weekend thing, and it's $150 for the full weekend. I think it's in like California, but they are going to just have. They said like Gen Z is really into grandma core, is what they called it. I thought that when it was grandma core, I was like, that means something else. No, it does not. It's like grandma cosplay. So they like. I think Gen Z's just like doing like the guys. I'm in my Air Monarch Nike phase. It's like, no, everybody does that, dummy. You're just now going through it, and you're telling everybody about it.
I want this
They
to be a
like-
real thing and not a weekend experience. I'm ready.
It's like
I'm
a
ready
festival,
to retire.
but it's like. So let me read. Where is it?
Like, how great of a retiree would I be? I'm cranky all the time. I hate most people, especially young people. I'm generally miserable to be around. Like, I'm gonna make a great old person.
So your day or weekend membership includes overnight accommodations for the ticket and the guest, with full access to amenities, recreation, dining, and entertainment, and more. So they're gonna be doing like old people stuff. Trying to see what events are in there. You can't really tell, but it looks like, I'm sure like pickleball.
Who can say the most racist thing?
Yeah, you'll get.
I mean,
like
that's
a
an
weird,
old person activity.
You'll get in like a weird conversation about politics with somebody, and then you have to have some lady that's just showing you like, when you walk in the door, "Hi there, Pat. Come on over here. Look at 8,000 pictures of my grandson. Look, this is him in the choir. Here's another one. That's him singing. That's him singing soprano right now. Look at this. It's him in his baseball game. Look at this. No. And this is when he went. This is when he went to Pittsburgh."
Why am I looking at your hand like you're actually scrolling at
Because
something?
I keep saying you to look. You have to humor. All right,
if
so
if
it's
they
got-
don't have an orderly that looks like Ben Stiller from Happy Gilmore, they're really dropping the ball on this.
It's got amenities, retiree lodging, rooms for weekend members and guests to stay overnight. Afternoon naps are also encouraged. It has vintage merch. Okay, so it's just like throwback stuff. I've got arts and crafts, gaming,
Yeah, it's what game?
retiree recreation.
It's gonna be like Baccarat and cribbage.
They have golf, pickleball. I said the pickleball tournament. They have pickleball tournaments, croquet, bocce, and more. They have Active living staples, Baja Blast those glutes with an exercise and wellness regimen.
Oh, I'm starting to be out on this.
And then elevated dining with the delicious Taco Bell, your heart desires. I guess it's probably just regular Taco Bell. So like it's basically just like a weekend camp that you play pickleball and bocce ball and shuffleboard on. And then nap or play games that are old.
I like the napping part. That sounds pretty cool. And the Taco Bell part. I do that anyway when I eat Taco Bell. I eat a bunch of it and then I take a nap.
Yeah.
So that's all you got to do, guys. You don't have to pay $150 and fly out to California for this.
Yeah, we could do that.
Just eat too much and take a nap. Boom,
We
you're
should
retired.
just have a pass to gravy retirement home. Just do a 1 day pass to gravy retirement home. We'll go to somewhere else.
I feel like that's way too
We'll
much.
make it part of the cruise.
That's way too much power for us, though.
Oh yeah.
We'll make it part of the cruise. Yeah.
We can, and then it's just nap time, and you can just nap whenever you feel like it.
Instead of them sitting around and like playing music for them, it's just the podcast. It's just clips of the podcast playing all the time. That's cruel and unusual torture, I feel like.
Yeah.
People just have to listen to me talking. Like that's all the like pop culture and news and everything they get is just from us.
But it'll be international water, so it'll be fun.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, anything goes out there.
True.
Mm-hmm.
You do anything.
If only if Wander Franco had played for a baseball team that was based in international waters.
Should have done that. That would be a really funny baseball team. You have to like helicopter out to some island or just off the coast.
I was going to
of some
say
island.
the team is based on Epstein's Island.
No, not that. Not that.
Tear it down and build a baseball field.
Okay, I do actually have some breaking.
I wonder if he had a baseball field on there. If you build it,
Probably
they
had
will
a little
come.
bit of- oh yeah, for little kids. Yeah,
It's a T-ball
It's
field.
a T-ball field for sure. I do have some breaking news though. A comeback kid this week, which is about 6 months early. The Christmas Spectacular is back. The 11th annual Pastigate Christmas Spectacular. Saturday, December 21st, Kobo's Q. Booked.
I'm so pumped.
Booked. Talk to Kobo.
I need a fucking brisket
Got it
quesadilla in my
booked.
life
I
so
was
bad.
like, gonna announce it Saturday, December 21st. Kobo's Q. Mark your calendars now. Everybody says that, and like they're like, "Wait, you never tell us. You never tell us." Last year we told you like 3 months out. We got a half a year. All right, yeah, half a year. I went through. I talked to him. I was texting him back and forth. I was like, "Look, let's get it on the books. We don't have our beer place anymore. We love Kobo, like the best food on the planet.
So good.
And now we get to go do that. We can drink whatever beer we want. It's going to be awesome. And we already had the 500th episode there. We're going to have the Christmas Spectacular there. It's going to be dope, dude. I'm very excited.
It's going to be spooky.
It's going to be festive and spooky, which is the best kind of spooky. Festive spookiness.
That's an aesthetic that I strive for.
Yeah. Only on that specific time
Yeah.
of year.
Normally it's like
Halloween,
slouch,
don't really care that much.
grump. But for the Spooktacular, I'm going so festive.
Saturday, December 21st. Mark your calendars, everybody. It's going to be fun. You can come hang out with us downtown. We're going to be drinking. We're going to be giving away awards. We were just doing the ESPYs. We'll be giving away the Gravies Awards. Who knows?
I found my sweater the other day when I was cleaning. too.
Yeah?
Yeah. My box hunter.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I feel like we've done a really good job not cursing this far through. We've cursed, but like we've done minimal.
Our curses per minute are way down from normal.
Definitely.
It's because we respect your house.
Yeah. It's really surprising to me. It's like we're like, I don't know, we're trying to like be on radio or
Do
something.
you think I'm doing like some weird bit?
Yeah. You're being respectful. Like,
He's
that's
"What's
the bit. What's going on here?
Is there a sign that says kick me on my back?
That's being appropriate. What is happening?
So yeah, Comeback Kids right there. And then Saturday, December 21st. Mark your calendars, gang. All right. Moving on. Let's get to the Not Cool segment where we tell you what's not cool throughout the week, whether or not we got hit by a bus, which is really not cool, or, you accidentally stepped your toe. That's also not cool. There's varying degrees, and this is just a way for us all to vent. We also would like you to weigh in on this as well. Hashtag PTG Not Cool to @PassGaryPod on Twitter. Make sure you just give us a 3-4 sentence example of what happened to you that's not cool, something that we can describe quickly on the podcast. And include the hashtag PTG Not Cool @PassGaryPod on Twitter. The Not Cool segment is brought to you by LittleMShop.com, the best air fresheners on the planet. Whether you want the Fresh to Death scent, the Little Ice scent, or the Miami Beach scent, they've got it all. You're going to get free shipping on all orders of $10 or more. And you can get 10% off your order when you use promo code PTG69 at checkout. That's PTG69 for 10% off your order. You can get the old school rad design. I really like that one. The out of this world space themed one, or the floral wallpaper design. All of them are great, but I prefer the Fresh to Death scent. That's probably my favorite of all of the scents. Miami Beach would say second. Little Ice, don't not like Little Ice, but if we're power ranking, I would go Fresh to Death, Miami Beach, Little Ice would be my 3.
I like that floral wallpaper
Yeah,
one. It
it's
looks
cool.
nice.
It's cool. They also have some stickers that customizable keychains as well. They're great for bachelor parties or camping trips. If you're sending one of the kids away to sleepaway camp, get a little keychain for their bag with their name on it. They won't ever lose it. They also have compact mirrors, digital prints, and many more things. All of the retro-inspired tchotchkes you could ever want are available at littlemshop.com. littlemshop.com, littleemshop.com. If you get anything from Little M Shop, hit them up on social. They are at Little EM Shop on Instagram and at Little EM Tweets on Twitter. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. littlemshop.com. Promo code PTG69 for 10% off your order at littlemshop.com.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right, I know I just said to send all of yours in, but for this week, we're just going to do just catch all the hurricane related stuff, not having power, not having AC, internet being down to trees on your house, anything hurricane related at all. I saw Brandon Whitehead had said like he got a generator, went to go and turn it on to test it. It didn't work.
Oh.
So they had to mail him another one, and then Beryl happened. So he didn't get that. But yeah, anything hurricane related, that sucks for all of you guys. We're going through it too. We absolutely get that. That's our not cools as well, but just T's and P's. T's and P's to everybody that was affected by it. And if you're somebody that's lucky like Robert, we're very jealous of you because you have internet and power. And I think you got the twofer. Having the internet is a game changer because it's like now I can stream stuff. I don't just have to go through my DVD collection that I have.
Yeah. You still have DVDs?
I do have DVDs. And then every time somebody's like, why do you have DVDs? I'm like, because of this. Now I can watch The Hangover.
I just don't throw things away.
Also that.
Yeah. I have a bunch of DVDs too, but my DVD player is up in that closet, and I can't remember the last time I got it out.
If you didn't have internet, you'd have to kill time somehow.
Yeah.
My DVD player is an Xbox.
Watched Shrek at my sister-in-law's last night.
That's sick.
It was dope.
That movie always hits.
Shrek 5 coming out next year.
Can't wait.
I just got to watch 3 and 4 and catch and figure out what's going on.
Very excited to get Elle on the Shrek train. It's like we can watch all 5 of these now.
You got for Halloween. You should be Shrek, and have your wife be Fiona, and then just dress her up as one of the little baby Shreks.
Or as Donkey.
Maybe you should be Donkey.
I kind of want to be Donkey. That'd be funny.
Just don't do the voice. That might come off a little racist.
No, I always just do Donkey as like Shrek saying, Donkey!
He's not the one that says it. Doesn't matter. It's
Doesn't
fine.
matter. Donkey! You're just saying your name? Are you a Pokemon? No, we ain't into Pokemon. We did too much Pokemon talk in the beginning of the podcast. The first 5 minutes were just Pokemon. What are they doing? Yeah, I had a couple of other ones that are store to storm related, but I had packed up all of my podcast stuff, getting ready to come here. And last night I went home, it was like 90 degrees. I had to get all my stuff. I was like, well, I'm going to go do the podcast elsewhere, not here. So I might as well pack up my things. And they have the big charging bank, the little square that you got to plug all your stuff into. And I put all of my charging stuff everywhere else in the little like bag that I have it for. And I set that down on my table and I never picked it up again. And then today I was about to come over here, which I'm glad I checked, but I was at work and I checked and realized I didn't have that. So I had to go back home and then come to Robert's. If I had gotten 2 Roberts and not had it, then I would have just been like, damn, I guess I'm not using a computer this week, which would have sucked. So that was my first not cool. And then also Monday morning, I drove in the hurricane because I had to go into work. And there were like 2 or 3 times where like I was having to just like get in the middle of the street and just push through water. And it was like, I hope that this makes it. And now I did make it, but now like every time I get in my car, it goes. It's at that squeaking sound, which means either the brakes got water in them or the belt got wet. From what I, as a car guy, know. So that's one of those two things.
There's 2 more things that I know.
Yeah, one of those two things is what I've looked up that it is, and it's just every time I drive my car, and you push the gas down, it goes. Just super fun.
I hope it's just the belt is wet. I feel like eventually it'll dry.
Yeah, like it's gotta get drier.
Right? I don't know. Do belts absorb water?
I thought they were rubber.
Yeah, I thought the water would just like roll off of it.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, it shouldn't still be happening, so it's probably in your tank.
Or just brakes, but then that goes away.
That's what I mean. Like, it's in the brake.
Yeah,
tank.
you don't normally
dry
park
out
your
too.
car like in the sun, right?
No.
Like it is right now parked in the sun, so maybe that'll help the water evaporate, whatever's there.
Yeah, you should have popped the hood.
I should have popped the hood, dudes.
This guy's talking cars.
Just car talk. Clip that's car talk. But those are my not cools. What do you guys got?
I got a couple. First of all, my neck is kind of hurting right now because if you're watching the video version, you will see we are sitting side by side. And staring at the camera seems weird to me, so I have just been looking at Alex this entire time. And I'm not used to looking left for this long.
Yeah.
And my neck's getting kind of a thing in it.
Little crick.
Yeah, that's why from time to time I've just been staring at Alex in the mirror that's in the corner of the room, which is also very weird. It's a strange angle.
Yeah.
So I got that going on. Also, I feel like my phone's not charging as fast right now, and I'm pretty sure it's the charger. I've dropped it 75 million times.
It's definitely the charger.
But like, I'm kind of hoping it's just the cord because I do have a spare cord in my car right now. Because, cords can go bad, right? And then they don't charge as good.
You're doing the air charge though, like the
No, it's my only option. The
but
plug
those
hasn't worked
always
in years.
charge. Oh
No, but it's charging slower than normal, I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like.
Wait, your phone can't charge by plugging it in?
No, the port doesn't work, and I've never got it fixed.
That's a problem.
It's been like 2 years. I mean, normally it's not a problem. But like, I guess at some point last night, I knocked it off the charger, so it didn't charge last night, so I've been chasing a charge all day.
That's why I don't like. I have one of those that I got given to me that I'll use in like the podcast room, but that'll be like while I'm doing the podcast, I'll just have it set up there. I don't use it as my main charger because it always makes my phone hot, which I feel like is bad, and then like it just charges quadruple as fast if you plug it in.
Oh, it's. I think it's like a little bit over twice as fast is what the port is. But hey, it's my only option. I'm cheap and I'm lazy. We've covered that like 7 times this episode, and this is just another example of it for me.
Yeah.
And my last not cool is I almost didn't make it here because when I was driving to work this morning, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to stop. I'll get gas on my way over here.
It's future me's problem.
So I had like 8 miles left in my tank when I got to work today. As I was leaving, I realized like all of the gas stations around my restaurant were down. Like none of them had gas, and the few ones that did had extremely long lines. So I pulled into the gas station with like 2 miles left, and by the time I got up to the tank, it had already like been on 0 for like 5 minutes. I was really worried that I was going to run out of gas 7 feet from the pump with 13 cars behind me and not be able to reach it. And I was very scared. I was like, I'm going to run out of gas and not make it to the podcast. Because like people were like, you could have Ubered. I wasn't going to leave my car at some random gas station.
Yeah, that's fair.
It would have been very scary, and I didn't want to have to bail on you guys, but it was a close one. It all worked out in the end, but that was a lot of anxiety that I just didn't need.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel
it was
that.
scary. Not fun scary, like the spooktacular, just scary.
So the hurricane, like I said, wasn't all that bad for us. But on Tuesday, Sam and I had a concert that we were going to go to at the Toyota Center. And we get the email Monday night, like 10:30 or so, that it's been canceled. And we've been looking forward to this one.
Who are you gonna go see?
We're going to go see AJR.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they were here. And there was no mention of reschedule, just straight up canceled. Everyone's getting their refunds back or getting money back. I'm like, that really sucks that they couldn't reschedule it or chose not to. And that was pretty much it. That's like the worst thing that's happened. Like I couldn't go to a concert.
No, that sucks. But I guess like you could say that like 100 bad days
Days.
could make 100 good
Good
stories. and then 100 good stories could make you interesting at parties. Is that what
Yeah,
AJR
something
says?
like that.
I've never heard of him.
It's a band of like 3
I
brothers.
understood that part of it. Yeah, when he said concert.
Wow.
I kind of figured it was a band. Hey, look at it this way, though. At least they immediately just refunded your money and didn't string you along. Like, maybe it'll come. Like, Rage Against the Machine. My boss was supposed to go to a concert of theirs years ago. And for 2 years, like, I think it got canceled by
Was
COVID.
Prophets of Rage?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Was it Prophets of Rage or Rage Against the Machine?
I think it was Rage Against the
Okay.
Machine. But it got canceled because of COVID. And for 2 years, they kept going, well, we're gonna reschedule now. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Forget about that. We're going to reschedule now. And they just kept pushing it back for 2 years before they finally just went, never mind. We're not going to reschedule it.
Have you ever gone?
So
had
at
a
least that didn't happen to you.
That's true. It still sucks though when you're like looking forward to a show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The band Young the Giant, I always think of as the band that like I can't ever see because I've seen them one time at a festival, but I've tried to go see them 4 times. And one time, I think it like flooded and we couldn't go because they were at Fitzgerald's, and then the other time the singer got sick, and the other time there was another weather event that we couldn't go. But I was like, if I buy tickets to see Young the Giant, they will not show up. Like I will not be able to get to see them. If I go see Young the Giant with 8,000 other bands at a festival, that's the only time I can do it, and I just have to pretend that I'm not going to just see Young the Giant. But I was like, oh, let's go see Young the Giant, and they're awesome. They're awesome live.
I don't know if this adds insult to injury, but today's show that's going on as scheduled at the Toyota Center. Whatever concert was there
yeah.
today. Like just one day. Like if it was today, I would have been able to go.
Well, the Astros too. Also, I feel like they got lucky with having that off day on Monday because there's
Yeah.
no chance they would have played a game Monday night.
Yeah, I don't know. But they played with the
They played yesterday, right?
the Derecho Storms, didn't they?
That's true. But that kind of started like we didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, oh, hey, watch out, the whole city might get.
I mean,
rained
even
on.
if we were scheduled yesterday, as long as we weren't playing the Rangers, I'm sure we could have just flipped it with the other team. Be like, you take this home game, we'll do
that's
another.
true.
Unlike
That's
those
true.
dirty,
How
dirty
are the
Rangers.
doing right now? They're in first place again still, right?
No.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, they're not good.
That's crazy.
They're like, just wait till we get all of our pitching back. And we're like, dude, we haven't had pitching all year and we're climbing the ranks.
Oh wait, what pitchers do they have? They're
DeGrom.
Oh, he's pitched a couple times this year though, right?
No, I don't think he has.
What?
That's weird because he never misses time.
He got like $1 billion contract.
He got all of the dollars.
All of the
That's
dollars.
what the line just said. All of the dollars.
It was just an infinity sign.
Yeah.
That's
like-
and they won it all last year. You would think
Who
they would be pretty good this year, huh?
Who do you think is a better grifter of money, Jacob DeGrom or Ben Simmons? Neither one of them play.
Ben Simmons, because I think Jacob DeGrom is better than Ben Simmons. I think
That's
at his skill, Jacob DeGrom is better at what he does than Ben Simmons.
Jacob DeGrom plays like 9 times a year. Not even. It's like 4 times a year. But when he does play, he's amazing. Ben Simmons just doesn't even play. He hasn't played a basketball game in like 2 years.
Also, Lance McCullers could be in that discussion as well.
Lance plays more than both of them.
When was the last time Lance played in like 3 years? Has he played in the last 3 years? Has Lance played since the last Olympics?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he last played 2 years ago.
No, he usually gets about half a season in before he gets
How
hurt
many
for the
starts
year.
did he have? I feel like he gets like 5 starts,
He did-
maybe, and
didn't
then
he
it's
get,
like,
like-
wrap it up.
He had like the first half of last year, and then he got hurt. And he's
he
going to have the
last year?
second half of this year. Or did he get hurt early into last year?
I feel like he was early.
I don't know. That curveball's so sexy.
No, and it's just like that's what he haunts me.
And
He haunts me.
You know what else is awesome about him? Loves dogs. Big dog guy.
Well, what's cool about like I saw he was injured again, and like he's probably done for the year. It looks like. For the
Wait,
Astros.
what? I thought he was supposed to come back in August.
Well, he had a setback, but
When you have a setback and all you have is setbacks, you're probably going to have more. Hopefully not.
yeah, the GM was talking about maybe getting back as a reliever. Probably too late to have him as a starter.
No, yeah, I didn't think he was going to be a starter anymore. At least not this year. Maybe next year. Oh, squirrel.
Sorry, there's a power line in front of us. And I'm looking at new things as we're recording, so that just kind of squirrel. That's a squirrel.
That's another reason I've been looking left. There's an open window in front of us, and I'm very easily distracted.
We're like children. I'm like my daughter. When you take her into a new room, she's like, "Whoa!"
A lot of natural light in here, though.
If my daughter was here,
Very
she would just be
nice.
staring at that fan. She loves fans.
I actually was staring at that like
No,
30 seconds
I
ago.
get it. I get it. I feel like I'm talking about my kid too much. I'll stop talking about my kid. But yeah, where
That sucks, Robert. I'm
it
sorry
sucks,
you
dude.
missed your
The
concert.
T's and P's.
Thank you guys.
T's and P's. We'll play some AJR for you.
You can all just go on YouTube and like look up one of their live shows and just like watch that.
Do you
and,
do
like,
that before a
and
show
like
ever?
slowly like touch the screen and just be like, oh.
This could be me.
No, I try not to.
Oh, I love, like, I go to setlist.fm. I'm like, what are they going to play? Let me get my playlist ready to go. Oh, dude, sometimes they change this song up, and sometimes they play this song here. Like, Blink-182, I saw them.
You're
Still,
sounding like a Swiftie right now.
no,
dude.
I know. But I still like, that's how I enjoy music. I like knowing what I'm going to do, because if you sing along with songs or whatever, if you like to, like, enjoy the one, like, know when the ones you like are coming, like, I like doing that. And for Blink-182, saw them a year ago yesterday. Still the best show ever.
Yeah, I like being surprised.
Yeah. I did that at Blink, and guess what? I knew all the songs. So
You
I
knew
just
all the
sang them
songs, but like
anyway.
being like, oh, they're gonna do this, and like seeing like, oh, they do play that one. That's cool.
Except I saw them when they had Matt Skiba. I still haven't seen the original lineup.
Oh, well, I have. And they were fantastic. They were fantastic. All right, that was our not cool segment. Let's move on to the answers segment. We do the pre-com segment at the beginning of the podcast where we tell you guys to. We don't have.
You didn't even flinch on that one.
Yeah. We tell you guys to send it. We always give you our business ideas. We were fixing hurricanes by freezing them. We were fixing hurricanes by putting them in bubbles and all of that stuff. Go and hit us up on Twitter if you got your questions. You got business ideas. You want relationship advice. Any questions that you need answers to, hit us up. Also, give us some things to power rank because we're really good at power ranking stuff. Give us 5 similarly related things. I'm really excited a little bit about this. Is a weird power ranking we're gonna do this week. But I'm interested to see how it goes. But yeah, hit us up with any of your questions like that. Answers at passgrade.pod or at answers@gmail.com if you want to email us. We don't have the website anymore, but just hit us up on Twitter at passgradepod #PTG answers. That's the number one way to find us. You can also email them to us at passgradepod@gmail.com. This is the answers segment.
Well, if you just answer the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right. Our first question this week comes from Raimundo Benavides at KMundoB on Twitter. And Raimundo says, is Bobcat short for Robert Feline?
Hell yes.
No, but it should be. And it could be. So yes.
No,
but yes.
I do want to send a suggestion to my university, Texas State, and tell them that we should definitely change the mascot's name from Boko to Robert Feline.
Boko is the name?
Yeah, I know. It's fucking stupid.
So stupid.
It's so dumb.
Like Sammy Bearcat makes sense. He's
Like, it's kind of cute. Like, it's a cutie name. But, like, I want my mascot to be cute. If it's a bobcat, I want him to be ferocious. And that is the design. He is kind of a ferocious guy.
Yeah.
But change the name to Robert Feline.
Robert Feline is sick. Robert, you should get cats. Just call one Robert.
Dude, Halloween, just paint whiskers on.
Robert
Be
Feline.
like, what are you? I'm Robert Feline.
Dude, yeah, you totally a gym costume kind of guy. A hole punch gym kind of guy. That'd be your hole punch gym.
I like it. I actually like that one.
Robert.
Like, I'm a bobcat. Isn't that obvious? I'm a Robert Feline.
I love I can't remember what it's called, but like if you got Robert Feline and it's like solve this puzzle, Robert Feline, your job is to like find out what it means. I want to figure out a way to do that and then do that on the podcast. Where it's like Robert Feline, what does it mean? What does it mean? And then Bobcat is the answer to it. Like that would be killer. You just gotta do a bunch of those.
I have no idea what game. What game is that? Do you know what he's talking about, Pat?
I mean, intellectually I understand it, but is that an actual game or did you just make that up? Are you thinking just like Jeopardy?
Well,
What is the formal name of this animal that is shown on the screen? What is
maybe
Robert Feline?
I don't know. I'll work on it. I'm working on it. Maybe if it's not been made yet, then I'll make that game.
There you go. Call Hasbro.
No, I'm gonna try it on you guys. All right. I'll try it. I'll do it next week.
Okay.
Remind me, Robert. This is a reminder. Send me a
Okay.
reminder for Monday next week to remind me to do the game.
Gravy
that
Jeopardy.
I came up with
Is it like
the Robert Feline game.
like word?
Word
Pictionary?
association. Word. Yeah. I'm trying to think.
So you just come up with weird names of stuff, and we have to guess what the root word is.
The
I like that.
a movie. Hold on. Hold on.
He's
Hold on.
cooking.
I'm cooking. I'm
He's
cooking.
Let him cook.
What I have one. I'm just trying to figure out how to word it now. So it's a movie, and the clue is
The movie is a 2010 movie about a 2010 movie starring Channing Tatum and Amanda Seyfried. It's a rom-com, a war drama. But to describe it, I would say dyslexic farm equipment.
Would that be? Is that the title of it?
No, dyslexic farm equipment. If you solve that, that gives you the answer.
Dumb Ho.
Dear John. John Deere.
Okay.
Dyslexic farm equipment. See?
That works. I like
okay,
that. I
okay,
like
yeah.
that.
Well, see,
There's something
there's
there.
some legs there.
Yeah, there's
there's some
something there.
legs there.
What was the? Hold on. I'm trying to.
I was trying to think of, I couldn't think of Channing Tatum's name. I was like, damn it, it's that Channing Tatum war movie.
Okay, I got it's two young black kids who are priests. Boondock Saints. I guess a priest wasn't really the best one, but you know, it goes with it.
See, there's ideas there. There's ideas there. I'll give you guys a couple of those next week. See if we
Okay.
can figure it out.
I actually like this game a lot.
And then, like, I feel like it'll unlock something in our brain.
Yeah, if we take time to think about it beforehand and don't try and come up with them on the spot, I think we can do better.
But when I saw Robert Phelan, I was like, there's something there where it's like, Robert Phelan, what animal is, like, animal? Okay, is it, like, that would be the Wheel of Fortune thing where it's like, this is a game. This is an animal, Robert Feline. And you're like, is it Bobcat? Then you get it right.
Lord Daddy.
We're doing way too much speculating on this right now. But I'll work on that.
Okay.
Remind me to work on that.
Another one for you. It's a movie, Lord Daddy.
Godfather.
There you go.
I thought you were doing Passion of the Christ.
Please stop calling me that.
I was going for Godfather, but Robert won the point on that one. Daddy.
All right. Bobcat is short for Robert Feline. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I gotta like tweet at Texas State University or something.
Great, Robert.
Because I bet the mascot actually has a Twitter too.
Probably does. Next we got Todd Voss at @as_seen_by_TV on Twitter. And Todd says, which is more American, the Constitution or the Declaration of Independence?
The Declaration of Independence,
Yes.
without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
It was the signing of it officially marked the birth of our country. Also, what's the Constitution? A list of rules.
There's rules.
Americans don't like rules.
Yeah, we were already America. This is like, hey, America, I know we're America now. These are the rules you got to follow. And they're like, what? We were just going to be chilling.
Yeah.
But like Declaration of Independence was like, hey, England, guess what? We're American now. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here. This is our own thing.
I mean, what's more American than just telling British people to go F themselves?
To go wank themselves.
Held myself back there.
You can get away with British curse words.
Hey, Britain, you're stupid. Hey, did you enjoy working the other day? We had off.
That's still funny to me.
Just anytime you can make fun of England.
I feel like
Did they lose today or did they beat the Netherlands?
I don't know.
They probably lost because
I'm
that's
not
what they
British.
do. They created the sport and they can't even win it anymore. They're terrible.
Let's find out. No, England won. 2-1.
Damn. Oh wait, hold on. That wasn't the final. Oh, they're gonna lose in the final.
Ole Watkins to Spain. The Spaniards are playing.
Spaniards. You gotta lisp it. That's how they do it in Spain.
We're not rooting for England because Declan Rice is on England and Declan Rice left West Ham, and we are not over it.
Well, we're not rooting for England because we're
not.
America. Hey,
We're
England.
Spanish fans.
How about that, huh?
And
How's that
England.
feel, England? Take
Yeah.
that.
I'm rooting for my Hispanic brethren in Spain. Now that we know that they're Hispanic too.
Yeah, because it's white boy summer,
White boys, well, until, oh yeah,
and Spaniards are white. Sometimes.
no, that goes against
What?
I don't know. Move on. We gotta move on from this.
England, you're not having a white boy summer. We're banning you.
Declaration of Independence is more American, I think,
For sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, this is an interesting one. Alex O gives us our power rankings. We got a lot of our power rankings from Alex O this year. Alex McThunder1 on Twitter is what he is. If you want to give him a follow. And he says, how would you power rank these bills? The $1 bill, the $5 bill, the $10 bill, the $20 bill, and the $100 bill. So 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, and 100s. I don't know if we're basing this on currency or what, but here's what I
those
did.
are currencies.
Well, no, but if we're doing it based on currency or just like what our vibes are from the dollar.
Oh, I
from
did
the one-
vibes.
I did kind of vibes too. So I'm gonna go 20 as my number one because you feel cool throwing out a 20. It's
20
like,
always plays.
It gets the job done most of the time. Sometimes you throw a couple 20s. It's easy when you get your stuff out of the ATM. You always want it in 20s. If somebody pays you in 20s, it's nice. It's easy to break up. So go 20, number one. Number two is 100 because it's 100 and it's got Benji Frank on it. Like it's got like the only non-president to be up there, and it's kind of like when you drop a hundo, you look cool. You look cool. So that's why
If you say so.
That's why I went 100. Number two, number three, I went the $1 bill. Because strippers, am I right?
Oh.
Am I right?
Actually-
Am I right?
Great answer. Not a stripper guy, though.
Not either. I'm not either. I've spent
But I
a bunch of
respect
money
them.
at strip clubs. I'm not a strip club guy.
Yeah.
I just got really drunk and made bad decisions. And that was it.
I've only ever been to 2 strip clubs.
I've
Didn't
gone-
have fun either
The
time.
same strip club in New Orleans got my money both times, probably for like $1,200.
Jesus.
I went twice in a month because I had a bachelor party and a wedding, and the manager recognized me the second time I went back. And
Don't worry, my
on
buddy got
Bourbon
taken
Street
for 2K.
in New Orleans, recognized me.
You know what? Honestly, it probably was the same strip club that got my buddy for 2K.
I'm not going to give free ads out, but if your buddy would like to let me know the name of that, I will.
I'll text him.
Or deny. So yeah, I would go 1s, 3. Number 4, I would go $5 bill. It's like it's cool, but like I like calling it a $5. That's pretty much what makes it cool to me. But it's not a $1 bill, so you can't throw it at strippers unless you're like a billionaire. And then number 5 is $10 bill. I don't have anything against it. It's just not as cool as the other 4. So I would go $20 bill, $100 bill, $1 bill, $5 bill, $10 bill.
I have a pretty different list than yours. Dude, I'm trying to swipe text right now, and it keeps thinking when I'm trying to write the word Orleans, it keeps saying Ireland.
I hate that.
It's after the word new. I wrote new first, and they can't like use predictive text and figure this one out. I
My
hate
phone
it.
always thinks whenever I type LeBron in that I'm saying Hebron. And I was like, I don't know what Hebron means. I've never typed Hebron in. Like LeBron's a pretty, like I type LeBron a lot because we're usually bashing him in text messages.
Yeah.
But like, look at LeBron, he's a bitch.
So I went 20. The 20 always plays.
20 plays.
You can use multiple of them, but it's always good. It's easy to break down. Number 2, I went to 5.
Oh,
Yeah, I like a $5 bill because you know what? Sometimes you don't need a full 20.
a
Bam.
$5.
Or usually a 20, or I mean a 5, a lot of time gets paired with a 20. 20 is not quite enough. Bam, 5
Yeah.
right there. You got it done.
And I feel like the 5s, like I know they've redone some of the bills, but the 5s you get the most mixed of like, did I get a new 5 or is this the old school 5? Like that's the most like varying one because a lot of the old school 5s they still think are out in the wild.
It's a good bill.
Yeah, it's a good bill.
Number 3, I'm going the $1 bill.
Strippers.
It's just,
Strippers.
I feel like I end up using ones more than anything else because when I do randomly get like money, it stays in my wallet for 6 months, but like $1 or $2 at a time, bam, that's easy to do.
Pull out your wallet right now. See how many of what we got.
I have $8, a 5 and 3 ones,
I have.
which I'm guessing you guys could have figured out without me telling you the exact
You
breakdown.
could have 8 ones. Oh, I have a hundo. 20s. 10s.
Mr. Moneybags
I have
over
everything
here.
but a 5.
Whoa.
Couldn't be me.
160, 170, 180, 171, 172, 170. I have 100. I have 174 bucks.
All right, so yeah, then I'm going the $1 bill. 4, I'm going the 10. I don't like that it's not green. It's yellow.
Yeah.
I have a problem with that. And it's just
is
like
weird.
something's weird about the 10. Like just use the 20. Why do you have a 10? I don't know why. It just bothers me. And the last one is the 100. You got 100, you don't want to break it.
Because it's got that strip on the side of it. like that shiny strip to prove that it's 100. I feel like, and it's like I don't know what that is. It looks cool though, and I don't ever want to get rid of it. I
Yeah,
feel like it's way more. It's worth like $1 billion when I spend it.
That and working in it's a pain when like 3 people pay with $100 bill during the day, because then you're like, we're running out of change. We usually just keep $400 in like the till, and when multiple people are paying with hundreds, you're like, shit, did the bank close already? We're screwed.
Can I get a Coke? I'd like to pay in 100, and then 4 people do that. You're like, no.
Oh, and it's happened quick. Like there was one time where we're slammed busy. I'm running around, and in a span of like 20 minutes, 4 people paid with hundreds. The last one I couldn't break. I had to run to the bank next door while we were really busy. I was like, I need change.
Were you like, hey, hold on a second?
Yeah, I told the server, I was like, just tell your table, give me 5 minutes, and I'll be able to break this for him.
Oh, nice. So he didn't know you were waiting on it.
I mean, I told him to tell the table.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know if they did. And a lot of the time, people be like, I'll just use my card then. I'm like, you should have done that right away.
Yeah, but see, when you spend money, it doesn't feel like you're spending money unless you are spending
That's
100.
true.
So I should really just have all hundreds on me because then I'm like, I don't want to spend any money.
Also, but think about it too. If you lose, even if you lose a 20, you're like, damn it, I'm out of 20. You lose a $100 bill, you're mad. You're real mad. And I'm terrified of losing money. That's why I don't carry money.
yeah.
So I went 25, 1, 10, 100. Robert?
I'd go number 100. I think
Oh.
it's cool to have 100. I would never spend it, but I think it's cool to have it. And then I go 20, then the $1 bill, because yeah, strippers, yeah.
Yeah. You get it. You get
For
it.
the boys.
Yeah.
Then I'll go $5 bill and $10 bill last.
$10 bills.
There's something off-putting about it. I don't know
$10
what it
sucks.
is. Stop being
Not
yellow.
my favorite.
Yeah. Stop being yellow. I just have it. I want to look at it. I just want to look at it. and
It's like
get
it's
mad
like
about
that.
it. Let's get mad about it.
It's
how
not really yellow.
green
It's
money
it's
is.
more like that yellow green. It's that like remember that crayon that nobody used growing up? That like weird green color of it.
Yeah, you're right.
Look at it. It's like yellow.
You're right. Look at the
Money.
little one. See?
My entire life, I was taught that money is green, and then
the heck
tens
is
one day they're just like, we're gonna be yellow now. Ugh. What is this, England money?
And, like,
This
it's got-
freaking Monopoly money. It's all
got
different colors.
All colors on it. Like, what is the red? Like, yeah, it's cool. It's like the Statue of Liberty torch, but like, dude, money's
What's on
green
the back?
and black, and
Oh, it's the
that
White House.
is the Monticello.
Wait, what? For a second, I was like, why would they have George Washington's house on Thomas Jefferson's bill? You got me for a second.
He stayed there a lot. They were
They
good
had
friends.
sleepovers.
They were best friends. They recorded podcasts there when their power went out.
They shared wooden teeth.
His teeth were made of wool. No, they were made of wood.
Yeah, I want to start a change.org petition to change the 10 back to being a green bill. I don't like it.
So, Robert, run through your 5 again real fast.
100, 20, 1, 5, and 10.
Okay.
I love ranking stupid
Yeah,
stuff.
no,
like
that
It's
was
so
like...
good.
We should make a graphic for that one. Like, the fellas power ranked bills. And people think it was like the Bill of Rights. Instead of like, no, just like dollar bills. Power rank those. All right, we're going to power rank serial numbers next week. Hit us up. Don't really hit us up with that, but give us some good ones, guys. That was a good one, Alex. O. We like it. Your brain works in mysterious ways, and I love that about you. He's gonna be killer at our Robert Feline game.
Hell yeah.
Just wait. Luke Soin writes in and says, "What ball could you hit the furthest with a baseball bat?"
Well, I'll let you guys go first because I already know the correct answer. There is one correct answer.
Is it the little bouncy ball you get?
Yes, it is.
And,
Yes, it is. It's a Super Bowl. That would definitely be the one that you
you
hit
put
the
a
farthest.
quarter in. You would crush that.
Yeah, Super Bowl. I mean, it's
It's built for like
exactly.
bouncing.
That's why it's the correct answer.
If you had to go actual ball in sports, what would you go with? Golf ball? Because I remember us trying that at the Rod Ryan Show golf tournament. We had the gravy hole, and I believe it was our buddy. He's currently the reigning gravy gangster of the Gravies Awards. Brett Brandon. He brought a bat out, and
It would have to be a golf
we would
ball,
let
yeah.
people tee off if you donated to the charity, and you could tee off with a bat as your drive, and like people, you can't tee off as accurately as you think you would with
No.
a bat.
But that ball is aerodynamically designed to go far. So that would have to be the next ball.
What about
No wind resistance on that.
Like a tennis ball, I feel like I could hit the furthest just because I was
too
a
light,
kid.
though.
I know, because that's why I like ruled out lacrosse balls. Though they're bouncy, they're very bouncy.
Or maybe a high-lie ball.
It's getting too crazy for me.
Also, I just know that one's really hard. But so is
High-lie.
the lacrosse ball is pretty hard too. Racquetball. See, once again, that's pretty light though. You need a little bit of heft proportional to the size. So yeah, it's the mega ball and then the
bouncy ball and then golf ball.
yeah.
That's what I would say too. Then, all right. But like, I've always wanted to have a home run derby with like instead of wiffle ball after like playing by the pool and drinking all day, instead of just playing wiffle ball with the boys, just play baby baseball and you just get the mini bats that they give you and a little super ball.
I still have my
And,
mini
like-
bat in my car for self-defense.
Dude, if you connected on one of those, no one would ever hit it.
No,
But if you could connect on that thing's gone.
every so often you would, and it would
That
just
thing is gone.
skyrocket.
That would also be a really funny feature, like once a game, like one pitch a game in Major League game. They're like, all right, we're bringing out the Super Bowl. And then it's like you hit it, and like the fielder's like, where the f- is it? I can't find it. You
Major
could
League
just
pitcher
censor myself.
trying to throw a Super Bowl, it would just be instant Tommy John. Their arm would just explode.
It's just, you see it, and it just falls off.
I mean, especially because all their hands are huge, so like they can't even grip the
You had to
thing.
grip it with just fingers.
You would like audibly hear the pop from the stands. It would be gross.
The Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All right. Good question, Luke. Good question. All right. Adrian Valdez at Angry Enchilada on Twitter. Fantastic handle, Adrian. Adrian does a bunch of memes and sends a bunch of stuff for us on the Rod Ryan show, too. But I know he's a gravy ganger. He says, what came first, the burrito or the pinwheel sandwich?
It's the burrito.
We talked pinwheel sandwiches a couple weeks ago.
Burrito.
I saw this come in. I did a little research, fellas. You
Well, think
ready?
about it.
You ready to be shocked?
Before you cut the pinwheel sandwich, it is a burrito.
Right. But the pinwheel sandwich came around in the 10th century. So that means it could be anywhere up to 1000 AD. So the year 1000 or before. It was around then. I looked up the burrito, and then it was invented in 1910.
That's not true. There's no way the first time somebody wrapped food in a tortilla was
It
1910.
was when they called it the burrito. Gustavo Arellano, author of the taco. Crap, it was like a Mexican general that always wanted to eat his stuff, and he would roll them up, and so they just called it was like a taco, and they just called it. He called it the burrito.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure in 1000 AD they didn't call it a pinwheel sandwich.
But it was a pinwheel sandwich.
Just like it was a burrito, even though they weren't calling it that.
No, they were. They called
This-
it pinwheels.
dude-
Juan Mendez.
Within 20 minutes of the
Invented-
tortilla being invented, a burrito was made.
Juan Mendez, a street vendor in Chihuahua, Mexico, invented the burrito. During the Mexican Revolution in the 1910s, Mendez decided to wrap his food in flour tortillas to keep it warm and transport it on a small donkey. He then realized that wrapping the food in a tortilla was tasty and a good way to serve it. So it was originally just the packing, but it was in the 1910s, buddy. The 1910s, which is a lot later than the year 1000.
But it's not true.
It's the internet telling me this. High Tide Taco Bar.
You just said 3 minutes ago that just because they didn't call it the pinwheel sandwich, it still was one. Just because they didn't call it a burrito before that. You think that guy in 1910 was the first person who was like, I'm going to wrap
Yeah.
food in a burrito
I do
or in a
think
tortilla?
that.
Nobody ever did it before him?
Yeah.
Think of how many people you've heard over your years just lie about being the first
The
person to do
pinwheel
something.
sandwich originated from England as early as the 10th century. The English enjoyed it as a snack that they paired together with a hot cup of tea. History says the pinwheel was likened to another pastry called a canapé.
So this close to the
So
to,
the
to our
canapé and
nation's
the
birth,
pinwheel.
you're just going to believe the British?
I'm just saying that I read what I read in the 10th century is a lot before.
Seems like British
1910.
propaganda.
The pinwheel sandwich is the winner of this question.
It's not.
Pinwheels came before burritos.
You know, we'll go old school to figure this out. Who votes burrito? I do.
I do too.
Oh, see, democracy, you lost.
facts.
No,
We just
no,
read
it's
to
cool.
you. We
It-
just
no,
read to you.
It makes sense. You don't like democracy and you like England. So, yeah, that makes sense. That does track.
You heard me bashing England just before. I'm just saying.
Now-
I read
now
you
you're
the
backing up
stories
England.
of both of their beginnings.
Here, I'll read you a story.
No, you're not looking at anything.
In
You're not looking at
19 or
anything.
in the year 9, a guy had a flour tortilla and he wrapped some food in it. Boom, the burrito was born.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
I won that one, but that's fine. You can outvote me on that.
I mean, how old are
I
pitas?
just-
Because technically, putting food in a pita and wrapping that around it is a burrito.
But it wasn't called a burrito.
That wasn't called a pinwheel
It
sandwich.
was called a pinwheel, and it went paired nicely with the canape, which is the French version.
Alex, I
of
am
that, but
very
it's a
confident that
pastry.
the word pinwheel did not exist in the year 1000. Because English,
know.
as we speak it now, was not around.
You don't know. When was the pinwheel invented?
Oh, this is going to say like 1920. That's probably going to say like 1480.
400 BC. So yeah, pinwheels were already around. A pinwheel
But they
sandwich
didn't.
came
But
around.
they didn't call
Like,
it that,
a
Alex.
pinwheel. It was called a whirl gig,
They
and then it
didn't
was
call
called
it
a
that.
pinwheel.
The English language was not around in 400 BC.
Doesn't matter. The Chinese invented it, and then the English took it and they called it a pinwheel. And then they made sandwiches and they pinwheel.
You really think the Chinese were saying pinwheel?
No, they were calling it a whirligig.
I'm pretty
The
sure
first
the
documented
Chinese
history.
weren't calling it that either.
400 BC. All right.
You can't say just because it wasn't called that it is that,
I
and
can,
then
and
use
I
that
did.
exact argument against mine.
No, I don't know if you know how I work, but that's exactly what I did. All right. You can either take your facts or your civil democracy.
You're so lucky that we're in Robert's beautiful home, or I'd be cussing at you right now.
Better not. We don't do that here. Sam's gonna get mad at us.
You know what?
Sam's not gonna
You know
get
what? You're.
I hope that you guys know that like Robert didn't tell us we can't cuss in his house. I thought it'd be a funny bit to do.
I could guess the vibe though that was going on here. There's no cussing in here.
This is a room that doesn't have a lot of
Does
cussing.
Sam cuss?
No, this is a holy place.
Have you ever heard Sam cuss?
It is actually a holy place because I'm here and I'm ordained. So. You
So am I.
want me to bless your house?
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, you blessed your own house.
Yeah.
I want to get ordained.
It's so easy. Damn. You could literally do it before we finish this podcast.
I'm not gonna. What do we circle back to? We're lazy and it's not gonna happen.
Alex is the bad boy of the podcast. He's not a holy man. Fine. When the Crusades happen and me and Robert go off, then you can't come.
All right.
You don't want, dude. Every dude wants to join the Crusades.
I don't want
act
to join the
like you don't.
Crusades.
Dude, you totally
Dude,
do.
I
If
get
you
it.
saw all the boys getting hyped together to go conquer foreign lands, you'd be like, I want to do that.
Yeah, but I just had all the women, all the ladies back here.
Shit,
Being
that's
like, oh man, I missed my man. I'm like, you
Yeah,
know
no,
what I
see,
am.
see, that wouldn't even help you because you're a one-woman man now.
Yeah, but like, I can dream.
That's true. Thoughts aren't cheating. That's true.
But then if there's only women around, then maybe, they all need husbands too. And we have this whole sort of
Emma, I don't
thing.
want to bang all these chicks,
Look,
but I gotta do
gotta.
it. The population is
the
declining.
fellas are out warring. We got to make more warriors.
I mean, it's flawless
It's
logic.
flawless
She would have to go along with it at that point.
How could she say no? How could she say no? All right, that's it. That's the podcast. That went by pretty fast. What is this? It's still 2 hours.
Yeah, still 2 hours.
Still 2 hours. I felt like it was fast. All right, let's wrap it up with our random celebrity generator. I hope all of you guys and gals are healthy and happy and that your power comes back on soon. And I know that this week has sucked, and I'm sorry for all of you guys. So we're right there with you. Thank you guys for listening to us. Hopefully we can bring you a little bit of a little barrel of laughs. That'll be the episode name right there. A little barrel of laughs, huh? A recovery episode. No, I'm gonna name it Recovery parentheses Barrel of Laughs, like a song.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like
That'd
that.
be really good. That'd be really good. But I hope you guys are doing better. And if y'all need any help, I know the Gravy Gang's got a little group chat on Twitter, and they're helping one another out. And if you guys need anything, hit us up at Pass Grade Pod. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat Dan. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever else you listen to podcasts. Please go subscribe to the YouTube channel, Pass the Grade Podcast on YouTube. Just search it on the YouTube channel and share us with a friend. That's the best way to spread the gravy around. Let's do random celebrities.
Archie Manning.
Channing Tatum.
Ooh, LeBron James. LeBron James. All right.
I picked the hottest guy.
Gabri Sidibe, the lady that played Precious.
I think it's Gabori.
Same thing, depending on what country you're in.
I'm probably wildly wrong.
All right, let's generate it. And Matt Lauer. Ooh, problem. Let's do it again. Sally Jesse Raphael.
Such a fun name to say.
It's cool. All right, last one. Bill O'Reilly. Nope, not even close. Not even close on any of those. All right, guys and gals, y'all have a great rest of your week. I hope everything gets better. We love you guys. Until we talk to you next time, pass the gravy.
Yeah, bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Past the Grave. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today.